Texaco Motor Oil at Food Lion.
Food Lion?
Yeah, they have extra low prices on everything. Remember that next time?
You know me. Never forget anything.
You ready to go?
Where?
The Redskins game.
Oh, yeah, right.
Got the tickets?
Tickets. Ooh.
Never forget anything, huh?
Have you ever started to do a little work on your car only to find you don't have the right tool? You need Plu's tools. Plu's specialty tools are made for that special job. Whether it's an oil filter wrench, a battery post and terminal brush, a spark plug wrench, or any of our hundreds of tools, Plu's is the name you need to know. Find Plu's tools at Fisher Auto Parts, your local Federated Auto Parts store. This Redskins kickoff is brought to you by Tony Lama Boots. For a real kick, put on a pair of Tony Lamas. Available at Tony Lama Boot stores in Rockville, Annandale, Annapolis, Fairfax, and Manassas.
The crowd on its feet inside Veterans Stadium, preparing for the opening kickoff. Roger Ruzick to boot it from the 35-yard line at our right. Waiting deep on the near side, rookie Brian Mitchell, number 30. On the far side, Joe Howard from Notre Dame, number 80. They're waiting at the 5-yard line. Ruzick approaches the ball, and the 1990 playoffs are underway. Mitchell, near side, takes the ball at the 3. Going back towards the center of the field, now cuts back to the sideline 15. Jukes a man at the 19-yard line and dives forward to almost the 20. 1st and 10 Redskins at about the position they'd have the touchback. Mickey Schuler, the backup tight end, down to make the stop. Out comes Mark Rippon to drive this Redskins offense. His first start of the year against the Philadelphia Eagles. The Redskins have started a different quarterback the last 5 times against the Eagles. It was Mark Rippon back in September of '89, Doug Williams in November of '89, Stan Humphries October this year, Jeff Rutledge in the last game on Monday night, November 12th. They've split 2-2 in that series. First down, deep back is Biner. He'll get the call. Up the middle he goes. Fights his way out across the 20 to the 23. Looked like somebody grabbed him by the face mask. No call, though. It's a gain of about 4 yards on the carry. Mike Pitts makes the stop. Along the Eagles' defensive front, one change. Jerome Brown with a bad rotator cuff in the right shoulder is not starting. Mike Golick gets his spot.
We'll set that Eagle defense for you. Reggie White, Mike Pitts, Mike Golick, as Frank just said, and Clyde Simmons. Heck of a front 4 up there. Seth Joyner, Brian Evans, and Jesse Small. Allen, Hopkins, Waters, and Smith in that secondary.
2nd and 6. Monk near side, Clark far. Moving left to right in front of us. It's Biner again. Starts left, breaks it over tackle. Gets across the 25 to the 27-yard line. A good run for another 3 yards to bring up 3rd and 3.
And good smart play calling, too, because what they 3rd and 3, no long yardage situation. Now they can do what they want, and that rush won't be quite as badly as it would be if you were 3rd and 11.
3rd down and 3. The Redskins 4th in the league in 3rd down conversions. The Eagles 1st in the league in stopping teams on 3rd down. So here they are at their best. 2 receivers far side. Sanders in motion near side. Back goes Rippon to pass. Quick hitter to Sanders. Makes the catch at the 32, falling down. First down, Redskins. First down of the day as Seth Joyner makes the tackle on Ricky Sanders, who said this week, I got to have a big game. I'm due. I've been playing so badly. I'd like to have 3 touchdowns against these guys and spike them 3 times.
And we could see on that pass play right there, the little man in motion. He just hooked up coming out of the backfield. No pass rush at all.
They were looking what? What does that say?
They're looking for run right there.
Looking for run. Biner the lone back now in this set on 1st and 10 from the Redskins 32. Middleton in motion near side. Here goes Biner right side over the guard tackle spot. They're going for the ball. He's across the 35 to the 37. He holds on. Last night in the paper, Philadelphia Daily News, Buddy Ryan, the banner headline across the back page says, Biner's going to give it up. Biner will fumble. He's due. Buddy Ryan laying the psychological groundwork, saying, hey, the guy fumbles. We know that. He's had a good year. Maybe he's due against us. Maybe he'll put it on the carpet 3 times.
Well, wishful thinking on his part.
He has some guys that fumbled, too. He didn't say anything about his guys fumbling.
Buddy avoids that.
Yeah, but he's great for the media. He gives you something to talk about, doesn't he?
2nd down and a long 5 for the Redskins. Again, Middleton in motion on the far side. Here goes Biner again. Starts it left, cuts back in over center, dives across the 40 to the 41. He's a half yard away from another first down as Reggie White makes the stop.
Interesting that no substitutions by either team. right now. They're just playing it straight away. Redskins very conservative and playing the Eagles straight away. The Eagles looking not quite as aggressive as you thought they might be, because they got to honor that run. Remember now, the Eagles have the #1 defensive team in the National Football League against the rush. So it's not going to, you're not going to make a living running the ball today.
They've made 21 yards here so far, most of it running. 3rd down and 1. Ripping up under center, Jeff Bostic. They shift in the backfield. Defense scampering all over back there. Back goes Rippon with a snap. Sets up. Dumps it out over the top to Sanders at midfield. He's to the Eagle 45. Upended and cartwheels down to the Eagles 40. Mark it at the 41. Big first down for the Redskins. And again, they go to Ricky Sanders. Seth Joyner, the linebacker, has to make the tackle.
They got a mismatch. They got a mismatch of a linebacker trying to cover Ricky Sanders. Nothing. The same play they ran the last 3rd down and short because the linebacker's covering him. And that's good coaching, good preparation.
And good catching, because Ricky has not held on to the ball this year. You got to catch it, and he has so far.
Monk wide to the near side as Biner starts the run. Cuts back in over the right side, down at the 40-yard line of the Eagles. It'll be a gain of just 2. That's his worst run so far today.
Now you should see some substitution right now. Long yardage now. As Sonny said, the defensive linemen can get their butt up in the air and really come now, 2nd and long.
They'll mark it just short of the Eagle 40-yard line. If you've just joined us, there's no score in the game. Redskins won the toss. Got a kick return to their own 19.5-yard line, and they have driven now to the Eagles 40 with a mix of mostly run. 2 passes in the game, both to Ricky Sanders. Jimmy Johnson is in the ball game now. He's at tight end, coming to the near side in motion. On the little draw play, it's Biner back up the middle, stacked up at the line of scrimmage. He got a half a yard at most.
Now you got 3rd and long.
Now you're in a tough situation.
Well,
Reggie White made the tackle. Oh, what a football player he is. Everybody's all pro, no question about it. That Clyde Simmons is nobody's slouch either.
They're making 3 changes defensively. And this is something where the Redskins could come out after that play and go hurry up offense and catch them without the people they want on the field.
Well, you got a full nickel defense in there.
Now you got 3 wide receivers for the Redskins. Biner stays in the backfield, shaded to the far side. Monk in motion over on the far side. Rippon goes back. Pressured up the middle. Fires the pass over in the left flat. It's incomplete at the 30-yard line. Rippon didn't have a chance. Got knocked on his can by Wes Hopkins, the free safety.
Long yardage, they come after you. That's the thing they weren't able to avoid then, and they have to give up the football.
Kelly Goodburn will punt.
They did a good job with the first downs they got, and they have field position now. They should have the Eagles backed up.
Wide receiver Rod Harris is back deep at the 10-yard line.
See, Wes Hopkins coming in there a little faster than a linebacker, defensive back. Nobody picked him up. Rippon had to unload the ball.
Here's the punt by Goodburn. Nice and soft. Calls for the fair catch and makes it at the 14-yard line.
Good series for the Redskins offensively. Good series.
Goodburn's punt, 26 yards. Eagles in the hole at the 15. Time out of the field. The only change in the Philadelphia Eagles offense today is at center. David Alexander has a sore knee. Said he'd talk Buddy Ryan into letting him start today, but Buddy Ryan didn't take the argument. It's Ben Tamburello who's at center today for Randall Cunningham. Everybody else is the same. Heath Sherman, the lone back. Keith Byers is lined up as a wing over on the far side. 1st and 10, Eagles from their own 15.
Only 1 wide out for the Eagles.
They pitch it back to Sherman. Sweep on the far side. Gets a block. Gets run out of bounds over there after a 2-yard gain to about the 17-yard line. Andre Collins, the linebacker.
Boy, that linebacker, the rookie, has learned how to play that toss. That toss is one of the hardest plays to get working for you. The Redskins overshifted their linebackers at almost a 4-4 position that time, and they were in perfect
hard
position.
To run wide on the 4-4 too.
You can't run wide. You have to run back to the weak side of the formation if you're going to.
Rookie wide receiver Fred Barnett is way out here to the near side. It's a split backfield now with Byers and Sherman on 2nd down. Cunningham is back, throws it in the near flat, got it complete to Sherman at the 22-yard line. That'll be short of a first down by about 4 yards as Martin Mayhew makes the stop.
Well, the defense now takes the advantage. Here comes 5 guys in for the Redskins, and 5 guys are going out. Wilbur Marshall going out.
Grant.
Yeah, Cook. Marshall.
A lot of guys.
And Walton.
And Walton, that's right.
So you got a full nickel defense in there. Defensive backs, very much like you've seen before.
Cunningham is in the shotgun. He's got motion by a wide receiver to the far side. Takes the snap. He's back inside his 15. Pumps once, looks, throws it over in the left flat, almost picked off. It's Jackson at the 50. He's down to the Redskins 40. Breaks loose at the 30. It's a horse race to the 20. Diving, knocked out of bounds on the far side, 11-yard line. First and 10, Eagles at the Redskins 11. Threw it right over the top of Monty Coleman, 55 yards.
Well, that's what the Redskins try to do, is cover Keith Jackson with Monty Coleman. That's tough duty for any linebacker in the National Football League.
And if he can't run with Keith Jackson, he can't run with Randall Cunningham.
No doubt about it, but the Redskins put Brad Edwards in to spy and keep an eye on Randall Cunningham, and that's why a defensive back wasn't back there. See, I'm saying use a linebacker as a spy man and keep the secondary guy back there that does have that kind of speed.
7:50 left to go in the first quarter. No score, but...
Boy, that was a big play for the Eagles there. The Eagles have to call timeout. A mix-up on the Eagle offense, and they call a timeout. First one of the game.
How long was that for?
Jackson looped it right over the top of Monty Coleman, and Jackson, with great speed, turned it into a big play.
Boy, he's a heck of a player. All-pro, #1 draft choice 3 years ago out of Oklahoma.
86, Fred Barnett wide out to the far side. Byers is also out there. They've got everybody stacked over there. The lone back is Heath Sherman. First and 10 from the 11. Byers in motion to the near side. Sherman on the run up over the right tackle spot. Hit at the 10-yard line and stopped.
Oh, a good defensive play right there. Very important, Frank, that the defense holds here. They may have to give up the field goal, but if they can stuff them here, they gain back some of the momentum.
Todd Bowles
can also turn it over, too, guys.
Yeah, they can turn it over. Charles Mann, Darrell Grant, Tim Johnson, Marcus Cook up front on that four-man line. Andre Collins, Kurt Gouveia, Wilbur Marshall at linebacker. Martin Mayhew, Alvin Walton, Todd Bowles, Darrell Green started the game.
Again, two receivers to the far side of the formation. They're driving towards the end zone to our left. Split backfield. Thomas Sanders is back there with Heath Sherman. Back is Cunningham. Loops it up in the air on the near side for Sanders. Overthrew him at the goal line. Just threw it away, it looked like.
Redskins coming on a blitz that time and forced Cunningham to deliver the ball before he wanted to.
Tim Johnson was also in there supplying some pressure.
Very good pressure by Tim Johnson. In comes the nickel package again. Out goes 5 Redskins. This is the nickel package that just got beat by Jackson, so you got to be careful. The pressure means so much here, and you got to blitz one of these guys, and hopefully you can run Randall Cunningham down.
Jumpy Gathers is in at right defensive tackle. Trying him out some pass rush.
Andre Collins is spy now at the middle.
3 receivers on the far side. Randall Cunningham is back. Blitz is on. He slips and falls, and he's covered up by Monty Coleman at the 21-yard line. That'll take them back, and they'll have to kick a field goal. Ruzick will come out.
Good defense by the Redskins that time. I think Randall Cunningham at the pitcher's mound is a patch in this AstroTurf, and I think he stepped in it and fell down.
He slipped. His foot came out from under him.
Bad part of the football field for Randall Cunningham.
Ruzick to boot it from the 27. It's a 37-yard kick. He's 9 for 12 from this distance. He's 3 out of his last 6. So he's not been that hot. Lohmiller's kicked 9 straight, for instance. All right. From 37. The snap's good. The kick is up. It's long enough. And it's good. So Roger Ruzick boots it through from 37 yards out. And the first score of the day goes Philadelphia's way. Time out of the field. 6:31 left to play in the first quarter. Eagles 3, Redskins
90 playoffs.
Thank you.
Even though it's 1991.
Should have asked the commissioner that. He was down on the field today, said hello to Sonny, talked to me, looked for Sam.
Sam was in the kitchen where it's warm.
They told him Sam was meditating. He said, I'll pay $4 to see that. All right, here goes the kickoff by Ruzick. We get him from the 35 to our right. Boot is up high and short. Joe Howard circles underneath it at the 17-yard line. He's already to the 20. Got a little seam at the 25. Cuts back into the middle of a crowd at the 28-yard line and gets knocked down there. First and 10, Redskins from the 29.
Joe Howard.
He fared a lot better on this one than he did the last time he returned one here.
That's just exactly where he got knocked out, right where he ended up this time, except he
when
did
that
get
crossed his mind.
Sure it did.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, if he saw the films, it had to cross his mind. We were concerned.
If Eddie kicked it to me, I said, you get it.
You take it. You take it.
All right, Rippon brings them out. First and 10. Ernest Biner remains the lone back. Middleton wing to the near side. Clark wide out near side. Wide out far side is Monk. Gary Clark said today he was sore. Hoped he could get warmed up. He'd feel better. Biner starts left, goes sliding in across the 30 to the 31. It's Reggie White, the preacher, who comes over and makes the stop. 2 yards on the carry.
The Eagles are pursuing very quickly, very fast. Reggie White's going down the line, making a lot of tackles, nobody containing. So eventually the Redskins, who always run a reverse, expect a big play from their reverse. And the Eagles are going to let them run that and say, well, that's not going to beat us.
Jerome Brown just entered the game. Wasn't supposed to play today. Good plays to run very effectively.
Yeah, and he loves to play against the Redskins. He's always had good games against Washington. Rippon on the little draw play to Biner, strings it out left side, dives back to the line of scrimmage and gets to the 30. So you lose about a half a yard on the play. Clyde Simmons strung it out over there and almost came up with a big 5-yard loss.
Well, as I said earlier, Frank, this is the #1 statistic team in the National Football League against the run.
Clyde Simmons is coming out. The cuff wouldn't hold up.
Jerome Brown.
Jerome
He just
Brown.
tried it.
Yeah, he just, so you're going to have to throw the ball eventually. It's 3rd down and 9. They got to throw it.
You're going to have to open it up a little bit. They've been very conservative here in the early
All
going.
3 receivers on the far side. Now Monk comes in motion to the near. Snap to Rippon. Back he goes. Pressured, yes. Slips, falls. From falling down position, throws the ball. Incomplete. Gary Clark saved a sure interception by Wes Hopkins or Isel Jenkins.
Isel Jenkins was right there.
Boy, Ernest Biner's hurt.
Ernest Biner getting up and limping. Looks like left leg.
Getting helped off the field.
Joe Jacoby's got his arm wrapped around him and helping him off.
Seth Joyner also got hurt. It must be frozen field right at the same spot where Randall Cunningham fell down at around the 20-yard line.
The colder it gets here, the harder and the slipperier this field gets.
Here's the kick by Goodburn.
Good kick.
Rod Harris is back, driven out inside the 30 down to the 21. Takes it there, starts a return to the 25. Gets back up to the 30, dives out to the 35 and gets to the 37. Fumble. Redskins say they have the ball.
They said it's down.
Officials say no. Eagles retain possession. A 13-yard return on a 48-yard punt that stayed in the air for 4.3 seconds. Timeout on the field. So far, the Redskins offense hasn't been able to do much. The Eagles are on the board with 4:43 left to play. Philadelphia. Stadium in Philadelphia, an overcast day now. It started off with sunny skies before the game. Temperatures in the mid-40s. I imagine the temperature's down in the low 40s right now. Still, the big thing that would worry the Redskins was wind, and there isn't any here, not much.
No, there isn't that much, but their concern right now is Ernest Biner on the sidelines. Looks like we're going to see Gerald Riggs the next time around.
Randall Cunningham and company, 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line. On 1st down, he'll hand to Heath Sherman. Up the middle he goes, breaks it out across the 45 to 50, breaks it back inside the 45 of the Redskins and down to the 41.
Whoa, what a heck of a run by Heath Sherman.
Right up through the middle of that defense. And look, here's the Eagles with a hurry-up offense. Eagles with a hurry-up offense. We thought the Redskins were going to do it.
Yep. Buffalo's been successful with it.
Cunningham at the line of scrimmage. 2 backs behind him in a pro set, shifted to the near side. Cunningham looks it over. Tamburello, the center, snaps him the ball. Hand off again to Sherman. Back over left tackle. He goes across the 40 and down to the 38. It'll be a gain of 2 on the carry to bring up 2nd and 8. Minuski and Cook on the stop. Again, the Eagles hurry up.
And Gavea was trying to come in, could not come in. He told Minuski just to stay in, and some of the same medicine. Darrell Green's lined up off sides, isn't he?
Yeah, he's going to drop
He's right
back.
in our line.
He'll drop back.
Is he?
Shotgun formation this time for Cunningham. It's 2nd down and 7. He's back to pass. Rushed up the middle, throw it over the top, incomplete. Almost a great catch by Fred Barnett, but bobbled away. I thought Darrell Green had a shot at the interception. Alvin Walton made the tackle.
Well, Darrell did have a shot at it. Couldn't quite jump high enough, and Alvin Walton came over and really put a hit on Barnett.
With 3rd down and 7 coming up, the Eagles have decided to go back to a huddle.
Incompletion. See,
Yeah.
Incompletion. The clock is stopped, and hurry up. They can still change in.
Well, we just got word that Seth Joyner sprained an ankle, and he should return. Remember I said that he got hurt on the same play that Biner got hurt on.
No word yet on Biner. They're still attending to him on the far side bench. Under center this time for Cunningham, facing 3rd down and 7. Motion by Keith Jackson to the far side. There's your snap. Cunningham back to pass. Flips it over on the right side for Byers. Bobbles the ball. It's incomplete. Well, is it too long for a field goal? Yes, it is. They'll come in and try to punt the ball away. A.J. Johnson was covering that time on Byers.
You know, the Redskins have a record of 5-4 against playoff-bound teams this year. Well, the Eagles' record is only 2-4. So keep that in mind as we go along.
But it's 3-0 Eagles.
Yeah, and you asked about if it was windy a while ago. Well, Buddy Ryan creates a lot of wind in Philadelphia. He makes it the Windy City.
Joe Howard is waiting for what will probably be the pooch punt. He's waiting at the 10-yard line.
If it's not a trick punt.
His rule is he stands at the 10, and if it looks like the ball's going over his head, he lets it go.
Boy, that's up in the air.
Soft, and he'll make the fair catch at the 11-yard line. So the Redskins now will have poor field position at 1st and 10 from their own 11, following a pooch punt of 27 yards. Nicely done.
Right at the bad part of the field.
Got to open it up. Got to open it up.
Well, I was going to say, Sonny, last time before the Redskins punted away, isn't this a situation now maybe you got to try to think about passing on first down to kind of set them off a little bit?
How about a little play action, Frank? That's a good time to do it on first down.
No question.
Play
First
action,
down is a good time.
Sure. Just don't fall down on the slippery field. Well, then you're in bad shape. Because the big guys.
Mark Rippon trots out into the field with a play. The Chief Noklahoma, the Redskins' unofficial mascot, has come into the stadium on the far side, being roundly booed by Eagle fans. He's got security all around him.
And they broke his leg up here one time.
Well, yeah, that's right. Here goes Rippon. Quick out on the far side to Gary Clark. Grabs the ball and manages to just get dropped down over there for about a 2-yard gain.
Riggs.
That's not exactly what I had in mind as far as passing offense is concerned.
Riggs is in the game now for Ernest Bonner. Bonner has sprained an ankle. He will return now.
3-0 is our score. Eagles leading the Redskins with 3 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Frank Herzog, Sam Huff, and Sonny Jurgensen at the bet for playoff game number 1 of the season.
Seth Joyner back in the game so soon.
Back goes Rippon to pass on 2nd down. Lobs it deep. He's got Gary Clark. Could he get to it? Diving attempt at the 15-0. Broken up beautifully by Ben Smith, the rookie cornerback from Georgia.
They went zone. That's why he was back. He didn't have man coverage in. He was back on that play, and he did make a good play. Give the rookie some credit.
Almost a biggie.
Well, in the zone defense, you react to the ball. Once a quarterback throws it, you cover your zone, and that's exactly what the Eagles did. And it looked like other Redskins opened up. Ricky Sanders opened up about 15 yards deep, but the ball was already in the air.
All right, it's the Redskins who face 3rd down and 7. This from deep in their own territory at their own 14. Rippon takes the snap. He's back. Rolls a bit to his left. Throws it up the field. Got a catch falling down at the 24-yard line made by Gary Clark.
Oh, wide
First
open,
down.
too.
Yeah.
It was a nice throw. Rippon rolling out to his left, getting that ball back a little bit against the grain.
Rippon looks fairly sharp today.
Yes, he does. Good protection that time. Nobody around Mark. He wasn't pressured at all. They rolled away from Reggie White and hit him right in. He just found the open spot and settled down.
Good block by Gerald Riggs, helping out on Reggie White.
1st and 10 Redskins have got a little operating room out at their own 24. They trail the Eagles 3-0 here in the first quarter. Here goes Gerald Riggs' first carry of the day. Dives forward, almost caught for a loss, and manages to turn it into a 3-yard gain as he dives out across the 25 to about the 27.
Reggie White again closing down very hard. Hurry up offense. Clyde Simmons getting up very slow.
Here they go. Hurry up offense is at the line of scrimmage. Ribbon looks it over. Got Clark out to the wide side. That's the far side.
Everybody.
Monk splits out here to the near.
Redskins not sure their play, though.
Well, he's calling it right there at the line of scrimmage.
Exactly. He does the calling.
He'll hand it on the little draw to Gerald Riggs. Breaks one tackle, gets out to the 29-yard line. It'll be 3 more yards. Byron Evans, the middle linebacker, on the stop.
Now, what are they doing? Going back to the huddle now and said, well, how'd you like a hurry up? One play hurry up.
Well, we both can do it now. Now let's get back to a regular game plan and throw the football.
Eagles now making substitutions on 3rd down and 5.
Yeah.
See, this is when I think you should do it. What's on 3rd down, so they can't make the substitutions for the nickel coverage.
All right, they got Warren winged over here to the near side. Lachey's almost in a stand-up block, isn't he?
He moved. He's lined up in the backfield.
He's way in the backfield. That's a penalty.
That's an illegal formation.
That's a penalty.
Back goes Rippon to pass.
That's a penalty.
Flag is down. Throws it out in the left flat. It's incomplete.
It had to be a penalty.
Yeah, they called a penalty too.
Sure.
But it's an incompletion, so they won't
Well, what happened is he started to go on a quick count.
Yeah.
And he moved, and then he realized that they hadn't thrown the flag yet.
Number 79 offense was lined up too far off the line of scrimmage. Penalty refused. 4th down.
Kelly Goodburn to punt again.
Well, he's got a bad place to punt from, Frank. He's right on the seam of the third base box.
That's where everybody's been falling down.
Rod Harris waiting at the 35, the Eagles 35. Gets a good snap, gets the kick away, and it's a nice kick.
Yeah, good kick.
Harris driven back inside the 30 at the 27. Starts his return, hit up there at the 35 and dropped at the 35. Won't be much of a return, just 8 yards after a 44-yard punt.
Do you know these guys are running? The way they're running, the way they're playing, the field looks like it's frozen. Well, they're running very cautiously.
I was talking to Joe Woolley, who is the director of player personnel here, standing down on the field with him earlier, and he said that the colder it gets here, the harder the field gets and the slipperier it gets. And he said, at that time the sun was out, as you said earlier, Frank. The sun was out and it was nice, but it's not that way anymore. We'll try to get a temperature here reading.
It's cold. It's always cold.
This has been a long quarter, hasn't it?
Yes,
39 seconds left in the first quarter.
Eagles come out. Randall Cunningham is up under center. Guy accounted for 3,466 yards passing this year. 942 on the ground, and he's back to pass. Tim Johnson gives chase. Rushes over to the right side, throws it up to Keith Jackson, who gets hammered at the 40-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain on the pass play. Now let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the WMAL, Washington Redskins Football Network.
You're listening to Washington Redskins football on WFVA and WBQB Fredericksburg. Classic hits, B101.5.
I'm Frank Herzog, along with Sonny Jurgensen and Sam Huff at Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia on a Saturday football special wild card game. Eagles and the Redskins, now official on the near side, calls timeout. That'll be the end of the quarter. After 1 quarter of play in Philadelphia, it's the Eagles 3, the Redskins nothing.
Oh, my. Our stats are brought to you by Cellular One. First quarter stats. Washington had 35 yards passing, 24 rushing, 59 total yards, 3 first downs, no penalties. I'll get the Eagles after this.
Hurry up offense for the Eagles. Shotgun formation for Cunningham. He's got the snap. Back inside his 35. Flushed a bit. Throws it out over the middle for a diving Keith Jackson. Incomplete at the Redskin 40-yard line. Got some conversation down there between Tim Johnson and the referee. Tim Johnson pats him on the back, so everything apparently is all right with Gene Barth.
Well, Cunningham, 3 for 7, 65 yards. That one, the big pass.
Sonny's got to finish his stats here with the Philadelphia Eagles.
Well, Washington, 59 total yards. Philly had 55 passing, third rush, 85 total yards, 2 first downs. No penalties in that first quarter. What about that, guys?
That was pleasant.
I like it.
Yeah. A good, clean first quarter. Good.
Jeff
well played.
Eagles to punt. He's back inside his 30. It's Darrell Green who's waiting for it. And he'll make a fair catch at the 21-yard line and fall down backwards, making it.
Tough punt to handle.
Woo. Well, it shows you how big Joe Gibbs thinks this game is. He puts his starting cornerback back there to try to get some excitement going. Right now, it's kind of a standstill. We're back here with the Redskins getting the ball for the first time in the second quarter. Again, Redskins, as Sonny told you, 35 yards passing, 24 yards rushing, 59 total yards so far. Mark Rippon brings him out. Gerald Riggs is in the backfield in place of Ernest Biner, who twisted an ankle earlier in the game. It is Riggs who gets the call. Breaks it outside of the far side 25-yard line. Pull down from behind there. It'll still be a gain of almost 5 yards.
This isn't Gerald Riggs' favorite surface. He would have come back a week earlier if they'd been on natural. He didn't come back in Indianapolis for that reason.
Hopkins on the stop for the Eagles. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Jimmy Johnson out of the lineup now. Redskins.
Monk wide to the near side. Ron Middleton is a fullback in an I formation with Riggs. Gary Clark wide to the far. 2nd and 6. What'll they do here?
They got to get the ball in their outside receiver's hands.
Up the middle on Riggs and a
Fumble.
delay. Fumble to football. Eagles say they've got it. What does the official say?
I think the Eagles do.
Eagles ball. Riggs fumbles at the 25.
They ran out of the I formation, a good formation to run out of, just not a good exchange. Wes Hopkins, I think, came up with a ball, number 48.
He had the ball cradled, started down, got stripped away, I believe, by 59, Seth Joyner.
Yep. Big break for the Eagles. They're leading 3-0. The second quarter here at the Vet in Philadelphia.
Second big play for the Eagles.
Yep.
Second big play and first turnover of the day. Eagles ball, 1st and 10 at the Redskins 26-yard line.
Keith Jackson split out.
Split backfield. Cunningham going to work right away to Jackson, near side, catches it at the 12 and gets down to the 10.
You got to go to him.
Wilbur or
You got Alvin Walton trying to cover him out wide. I don't think he can do that.
Well, he's a defensive back. You got to cover.
He's supposed to be able to cover, but I don't think that's, when you get somebody the talent of a Keith Jackson, I think you got to get him the ball when you get that kind of situation. You had single coverage. They did it. They moved the ball down to the 10.5-yard line.
Keith Jackson now has 3 catches for 75 yards.
Here go the Eagles. Heath Sherman on the carry over the right side. Bulldozes his way inside the 10 down to about the 6-yard line. It is not a goal line situation they need to score on this possession. I mean, on this set of downs, they can get just inside the 1-yard line and get a 1st and goal.
It'll be very unusual if they get a 1st and goal here, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a half a yard line, isn't it?
Heath Sherman, 6 carries, 38 yards, so they're starting to run the ball against the Redskins.
89, Calvin Williams flanked out to the far side. 86, Fred Barnett to the near. Driving towards the end zone to our right. Heath Sherman on the carry again, up over the right guard spot. This time he gets to the 5 and maybe the 4 before he stopped. Wilbur Marshall now going to take on 3 members of the Philadelphia Eagles offense. 5-man substitution, meanwhile, for the Redskins.
They'll come with the blitz here.
The only thing I don't like about this formation, or this defensive formation, they take Wilbur out of the game. Wilbur Marshall, I think, he's one of the real talents on the Redskin defense. He's played all pro type football this year. You gotta keep him in there somehow, but they don't.
They used him as almost a stand-up defensive end last week. I wonder if how much they're going to do that this week here.
Charles Mann's a nose tackle.
Charles Mann, all right. Back is Cunningham. Pumps once to the right, now looks to the left, throws it in the end zone. We got a flag thrown. Incomplete pass.
Where's the flag?
Got a flag thrown right in the center of the field.
They're going to have holding.
That'll be holding, but
is it offense or defense?
Great coverage.
Holding, defense.
Great coverage by Andre Collins that time on Heath Sherman.
Yeah, he ran a flat pattern.
Holding defense, number 35.
Martin Mayhew.
And what he wanted the receiver to do then, he was running to the sidelines, and Cunningham laid the ball in the end zone. He wanted him to turn up and go after the ball and maybe get a penalty. They got a penalty, but not on that man.
Well, they still got 1st down.
Yeah.
I don't know how they can figure that. Well, there's nothing fair about defensive and get an automatic 1st down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line. Powerhouse formation this time with the tight ends and Byers. Anthony Toney in the backfield. It's slipped by Sherman in the fall. He gets back up and dives, but I think he got no more probably than the original line of scrimmage, the 3.
Slipped again, didn't he?
Yeah, that field is frozen. You can't run on it with any type of cleats on. They'll have to go to sneakers maybe before this game is over.
I tell you what, well, you get somebody like a Cunningham here, just roll him out quickly, just a sprint out.
Well, the thing
because he's such a threat of just throwing a real quick pass or running it on in.
Well, yeah, he's such a threat of running a quarterback draw, too. I mean, you got a lot to worry about defensively right here.
Pro set behind him. It's 2nd and goal from the 3.5. Cunningham back to pass. Fires it in the end zone. Incomplete. He threw it away.
Yes, he did.
Cunningham earlier this week said the Redskins defense does such a good job in their game plan of containing me. I'm going to have to stay in the pocket and pass the ball better. And I said, can you believe that? And a guy at a Philadelphia radio station said, we don't believe that at all. We think he's trying to psych the Redskins. But he's done that today.
And just looking at the play that I'd suggested, sprinting out, the Redskins were so wide with their outside people to make sure that they didn't lose outside containment.
Yeah.
You can see them the same way here, Frank.
All right, here we go. 3rd down, gets chased, almost sacked, gets run right into Charles Mann, still gets away, falling down, throws the ball, but they're going to say he was in the grass.
In the grass.
Back at the 10-yard line.
Yep. He was.
Well, why do you run a play-action pass on 3rd? I mean, third down, passing situation.
That's 2 sacks now for the Redskins defense. That will force a field goal attempt by Ruzick again.
Well, Randall Cunningham is 4 for 9, 80 yards. That big one to Keith Jackson. And
Ruzick will kick it from the 18. It'll be a 28-yard attempt, Sam. He's 5 for 7 from this distance. He paces it off, takes 2 steps to his left, and says he's ready to go.
They had a high snap the last time on their field goal that they made. Good one this time.
Yep, snaps up good. Long kick. But it's good. Time out of the field. We have 10:18 left to go in the first half. Brian Mitchell on the far side.
You know, the Redskins have to feel real good here right now, Sam. I would think, they've given up 2 big plays, but they only they hit, a touchdown. They're leading the football game.
Yeah, great defensive play. The Redskins defense even overcame a
turnover.
A turnover and a automatic first down penalty. Defensive holding against them. Good defense.
And forced a field goal. Okay.
Yeah, they're trailing now 6-0. So they're still in this football game.
Oh, I think 1 touchdown.
Ruzick comes up and kicks it off. High end over end kicked a little deeper this time. It'll be Joe Howard who takes it at the 7. He's out here to the near side 15, runs into his own man, pulled down at the 17.
Very hard to move on that field. It is frozen, it is slick, and they're having a tough time moving on it.
Linebacker Ken Rose was down there to make an early hit.
I think both of these coaches feel that, type of game it's turning into right now is that it's going to take maybe 3 big plays to win this thing. 3 big plays can turn this whole game around. The Redskins don't have one yet. That's what they're looking for. 1 big play. They got to make the first one.
Ernest Biner has gone back to the backfield. Gerald Riggs has gone back to the doghouse. 1st and 10 Redskins at the 17. Back is Rippon. Pumps once. Gonna go deep. Lighten it up for Gary Clark here on the near side. Picked off at the 40. Picked off by 21. Eric Allen coming back outside to the 40-yard line. Upended and knocked down at the 45.
The third big play.
Art Monk makes the hit that knocks him down, and there's your 3rd big play, as Sonny said.
Second turnover by the Redskins offensively. Mark did not have enough gun to reach Gary Clark, who broke open, but a heck of a defensive play by Eric Allen. You got to give him credit. He picked it off.
Pressure back on the defense again.
Well, the defense, like the Redskins, they have to rise to the occasion again.
All right, time out of the field. 9:56 left to go in the first half. It's the Eagles 6. The Redskin throws the ball not far enough.
Well, what you say to yourself now when your offense is playing the way they are, hey, we got to do it ourselves. We got to pick up a fumble. We got to intercept a pass and go score with it.
Force a turnover.
Yes.
Force a turnover. We have to make the play.
Randall Cunningham is up under center. Heath Sherman is the lone back on first down. It's Heath Sherman who gets the call. Hit behind the line of scrimmage. Breaks it out to the near side. Tripped up and dropped for a loss by Greg Minuski.
Good tackle, but, good surge by that defensive front 4 by Charles Mann. Just, boom, hit him first. Knocked him off his feet, and then the cleanup man, Greg Minuski, came in and made the tackle.
Charles Mann showed up today, huh? He's made a couple of big plays.
Yeah, he rested last week against Buffalo. He's ready to go. Defensive kind of football, a little bit slippery for the offense, and you can dig in defensively.
It's easier for a defensive player on the field like this?
Sure, except for the wide receivers.
Byers out here to the near side, covered by Alvin Walton. Sonny's already lost a little deodorant over that.
Yeah.
Let's see what Cunningham does. He's looking. Now he's looking to the left. Now he's going down, being sacked. Tim Johnson gets him. The left defensive tackle for the first time this year. And that's the 3rd sack of the day for the Redskins.
Ron Salt is having all kinds of problems with Tim Johnson. He's just not able to contain him in any way. He's fired up. He's the one that's putting the initial pressure each time.
Yeah, with Tim Johnson, who came in a trade with the Pittsburgh Steelers, played extremely well. He's had a problem with jumping off sides, but today he's put it all together. Now Charles Mann lined up over the center again as the nose tackle.
He's back at nose. Let's see what they do on 3rd down and 18. Back in the shotgun, gets the snap, being rushed hard by Gathers, throws it upfield and throws it away into the Eagles bench. The Redskins have 12 sacks now this year against Randall Cunningham. That's awful good success. And this time the defense does its job again, forcing a punt. It's the defense that's kept the Redskins in the first half of this football game.
Jumpy Gathers just come through there. Nobody even touched him.
No, they're confusing the Eagle offensive line. They're having an awful time trying to pick it up because of, I guess it's their lineman along the line, Sam.
Darrell Green is back deep again. Darrell Green's going to try to return a punt. This time he will get a return at the 20-yard line. Now reverses his field, loops to the near side. He's got one block, gets it out to the 25, to the 30, and slips and falls. I think just a piece of him. The guy who got just a piece of him was William Frizzell, the cornerback.
Boy, he made a nice move, though.
Yes, he did. A 10-yard return on a 40-yard punt. And so offense, here's the ball for you. We did all we could. You stopped and forced a punt, and one of our guys returned it an extra 10 yards for you.
Yeah, but, you know, on a day like today, it's not an offensive type of field. It's a defensive type of field. You got to give both defenses credit. But the offense has to do a little something here.
You got them to take advantage of this.
Biner is back in the backfield. First down, Biner gets the call. Starts it back up over the middle, gets hit and dropped immediately at the 32.
Wes Hopkins came in there, number 48. Good shoulder tackle. And I think the field is becoming more frozen. The Redskins trailing the Eagles 6-0. The only thing that works in a game like this, Frank, it's hard to cover the wide receivers. They know where they're going. You got to get the ball to them.
What's the strength of this football team? Your wide receivers.
The wide receivers.
You got Garrett Clark single covered right now.
Monk in motion to the far side to join Clark. Back goes Rippon. Protection's there. Gets the ball over the top. Incomplete. Knocked away. Intended for Art Monk on a crossing pattern by Seth Joyner.
Well, it's a bad throw by Rippon. All he has to do is be patient and let Art Monk clear. He threw it behind him and hit Seth Joyner in the hand with it. That was a bad pass.
Bad timing. He needed to pump the ball. Just take it down.
Yeah.
Take your time a little bit and lay it out in front of Monk. Let him run for the ball.
He was not rushed.
Had good pass protection.
Rippon now 4 for 10, 35 yards, 1 interception.
And
now
he faces third and 10. Third and 10. Back he goes. I don't see a blitz. They're going to play defense over the top to Monk at the 45 to 50. He breaks it to the 45, near side 40 and down to the 38. First down and the first big play of the day for the Redskins. 28 yards on the pass. Ben Smith. Oh, that rookie cornerback. Yes, they are working on him today. And Sonny Jurgensen said last week, the Eagles have got a guy you want to save for the big play. He must be it, huh?
Well, that was a big play right there.
No question.
Sonny and I both said that the strength of the Redskins is the wide receivers. And on a field like this, frozen field, you got to get it to them. And they're open because the defensive man does not have the traction to cut with him. That knowledge of where you're going to cut is advantage to the offense.
Well, Garrett Clark's so light on his feet. He should be
Play action fake. Rolling out to his right is Rippon. Sets up. Fires it near side to Biner. The 30, 25. Cuts back at the 20. Now puts the ball in his breadbasket and dives to the 16. Protects it very well. And a nice cut by Ernest Biner, who gets up and points back upfield to Mark Rippon, who did a good job of decoying on the play. Rolling out to his right, letting the pass rush close in on him, and then throwing it all the way back across the field to Biner. I like that play. That's why I'm breathless.
It's tough.
He was his secondary receiver that time. Now, he came all the way back across the field to find him. Good vision that time of the field, picking out the open receiver.
I'm not sure he was, Sonny. It looked like he looked right back for him.
Redskins threatening for the first time today at the Eagles' 16-yard line with a 1st and 10. Play action fake again by Rippon. Good protection. Lobs it in the end zone for Monk. Jumping, catching, touchdown, Washington Redskins. Art Monk just standing there, jumped in the air, and grabbed the pass away from Eric Allen.
Well, he uncovered on Eric Allen, and Rippon spotted him. He was the main receiver. And a great catch by Art Monk.
Well, they've opened it up now.
Yes, they have.
They've opened it up. They slowed him up with the pass rush. The Eagles playing zone and not coming after him. He's had plenty of time. 3 big plays in that drive, and they get a touchdown. Can take the lead right here.
Art Monk now has 6 touchdowns for the season.
All right, here comes Lohmiller with the extra point. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So the Redskins have taken the lead here in the second quarter with 5:54 left to play. A reminder, we'll check in on Maryland and Clemson, the Philadelphia Eagles, in this wild card playoff game at the Vet. 5 minutes, 54 seconds left to play in the first half. Chip Lohmiller will kick off. Waiting back deep for the Eagles, 45, Thomas Sanders is in the middle, along with Mike Bellamy and Kenny Jackson. Here's the kick. It'll bounce back down into the end zone and scoot all the way through the end zone. No chance for a return. 1st and 10 Eagles at their own 20. A reminder, most of the stations along the Redskins Radio Network would have been carrying the Maryland-Clemson ACC basketball game today. But because the Redskins game is in the playoffs, we will carry this game, and we'll check in with Johnny Holiday for updates. Clemson leading Maryland right now 13-12 in the first half.
Well, the Redskins finally get on the board in the second quarter. 7-6, they're leading over the Eagles. The Eagles 2 field goals, one in the first, one in the second.
Now, Sam, your defense has really got to play good.
Oh, they will. They're right here. The ball's at the slippery part of the field, right at the Eagle 20-yard line.
86, Fred Barnett wide to the far side. 89, Calvin Williams wide to the near. Heath Sherman is the only back. He gets the call up over left guard, gets out across the 20 to about the 23 before he's brought down, and that gives us a chance to pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the WMAL, Washington Redskins Football Network.
You're listening to Washington Redskins football on WFVA and WBQB Fredericksburg. Classic hits, B101.5.
Sam Huff, Sonny Jurgensen, and yours truly, Frank Herzog, watching and calling this game at Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia. 7-6 is Randall Cunningham, goes back to pass, lobs it over here in the near flat to Sherman. He's out to the 30, got the first down at the 33 before he's knocked down. Fans wanted something there. I think a late flag on a late hit won't get it. Martin Mayhew makes the stop.
Well, one of the linebackers blew the defense. When you let a receiver come out of the backfield like that, Redskins were playing to run very hard. Sherman sneaked out in the flat, and he was wide open, and Cunningham went right to him.
Well, he's like a binder for the Redskins. When he catches a ball, he's usually wide open because they're covering the other 4 receivers.
Right.
Can you knock him down as long as he's within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Well, that's what I'd do. Is he come out of the backfield, just plaster him. Here he goes on the run up over right guard. He's not going anywhere. The Redskins stopped that after a 2-yard gain.
Well, yeah, that's what you would do, Frank, but he doesn't have the ball yet, you see. And when you do, if you try to do that, and he's not, and when he gets up and catches a little screen behind you or something, it's good to hold him up like that, bump him, then run with him. But they didn't do either one of those things, see? And you got to.
I don't understand that play that the Eagles are running right at Tim Johnson. Well, they've run it about 10 times already in the first half.
And right at Charles Mann. That's pretty tough to do.
You've always said this offense is uncoachable. Maybe that proves it. Here goes Cunningham to pass. Back in the pocket. Breaks away. Starts to run up the middle. The 40, 45. He's to midfield. He's down to the Redskins 40 and dives. Martin Mayhew has to cover him up.
And we got a little fight going on down at the field, and a penalty being called against Darryl Grant.
They saw the punch. They saw the swing.
Charles Mann.
After the end. No, but I think it was Darryl Grant.
It was Darryl Grant.
He took a big swing.
And missed.
On Mike Shadd.
Yeah, and tack on another 15 yards.
Personal foul, 77 defense. 15 yards.
Here we go.
One of the things that you cannot do ever, particularly in a playoff game.
Well, Indianapolis revisited, gentlemen. Unless this stops.
As those linebackers spying your quarterback, it can outrun all of them.
There was no linebacker in there that time. He just came up the middle. There was no spy defense.
Well, he just went back, Gouveia.
Gouveia went back on his pass drop. He didn't protect the middle. You see? That's what happened.
He burned them there for a big one.
You got to protect the middle against him running.
1st and 10 Eagles at the Redskins 26. Now that defense has to dig in. 2 receivers far side, 1 in motion near. Back goes Cunningham. Flag is thrown. He'll start to scramble. Breaks to the far side at the 20. Out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Kurt Gouveia ran him out of bounds. They'll mark the spot at the 18-yard line. The flag's back upfield, says Tim Johnson, will be against the Eagles.
3 flags down.
Well, I think Byers started in motion a little early, but I also thought there was an offsides and there's holding. There got to be 3 or 4 different penalties.
Kind of a smorgasbord for Redskins captain.
We have multiple fouls against the offense.
That's right.
41 illegal motion.
Right.
Penalty refused. Offensive holding will be accepted. Number 69. 10 yards. Replay, first down.
No, there were so many things going on, man.
I said we'd take them all. You know, motion penalty, that's 5. Holding, that's 10. That's 15.
Guard Bruce Colley gets called for the holding. Colley has gone in. I'm trying to check now. He's the right guard, so he's gone in against Tim Johnson because Ron Solt couldn't get the job done.
Remember Colley had all the problems in the other game, all the penalties and the holding call.
Yeah. He had
a bunch of them.
Yeah, he has to hold. He can't play.
Yeah.
Tim Johnson going to have fun today, it looks like. Byers in motion now on 1st and 20. Hand off. Sherman fumbles the football, grabbed by Alvin Walton, and immediately down at the 30-yard line. There's a big turnover and a fumble by Heath Sherman.
Yeah, Darrell Grant is very happy about that turnover because that got him off the hook for the big penalty that he had, and the Redskins get a turnover. There's only one penalty against the Eagles. That was for that holding penalty, 10 yards. Redskins leading 7-6. Big turnover by the Eagles right there.
30-yard line.
Yep.
He fumbled at the Redskins 35. The ball flew in the air, and Alvin Walton recovered. Just caught it in the air and was immediately down.
But he was right. He said there'll be 3 fumbles in this game.
There have been 2 so far.
Yeah, and he said they're all going to be a Byron Biner, and he hadn't fumbled yet.
Once again, Buddy's half right.
But don't change the game plan. Stay with the same game plan.
Biner's still in the backfield, even though he's got a twisted ankle.
Run some play action.
Motion out of that backfield by Middleton, and here comes Biner up over the left side, cuts back into the middle, gets across the 35 to the 36, 37-yard line before Reggie White can make the tackle.
It's about time for, a little bit more yardage than run the reverse against Reggie White because he's closing down so hard there. It'll work if you can keep your balance.
Eagles defense has not dominated the start of this football game like they did on Monday Night Football.
Very passive, haven't
they? Very passive, and I'm surprised by that, Sonny.
I am too. I think that's out of respect for the Redskins. They're playing a lot of 2 deep zone.
And I think that was the key to their victory on Monday night. I'm surprised. Well, here comes Sanders in motion to the near side. Here goes the reverse. Sanders coming around the near side on the run. Gets tackled over here on the near side, 38.
They ran it the wrong way.
Isel Jenkins makes the hit.
They should have run it at Reggie White's side because he's the one that's closing down so hard.
Well, maybe they'll run the double reverse.
2 minutes, Frank.
2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to go here in the first half with our score. The Redskins 7, the Eagles 6. 23. Back to Sonny, Sam, and Frank in Philadelphia. All right, John, thank you. Terps lead at 29-23. Walt Williams with a big day, and right now it's the Redskins having a big day.
And you know the Eagles have some really pretty cheerleaders, and one of them, Nicole Pacula, here, they say, what do you look for in a man? Well, she said, he has to be intelligent, good-looking, honest, and with a good sense of humor. And he also has to love the outdoors and love animals. Boy, that just sounds like me.
There we go. Rippon is back to pass. Throws it right behind Ricky Sanders at his feet, incomplete. Rippon arguing about something as he gets up. He's unhappy about it.
I don't know what he's arguing about.
He's limping a little bit, too.
Fourth down, and the Redskins are going to have to punt. It has been a real seesaw battle between these 2 teams. Turnovers by both teams, big plays by both teams, and it's a 7-6 equation.
Goodburn, this is his 4th punt.
Rod Harris back to receive his kick.
Harris watched Goodburn get it away. They almost blocked it. Calls for the fair catch inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
Good force by A.J. Johnson, number 47, running down there.
Eagles put some heat on from the left side of the line. Wayne Sabir will be talking to him about that. 44-yard punt that time by Goodburn. Got it out of trouble. He has slowly come around as the Redskins punter.
57 seconds remaining here in the first half. Redskins leading the Eagles 7-6.
I got a minute 50 left in the first.
Is that minute 50?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm looking over here at 57.
You got the wrong clock.
I got the wrong clock again.
One scoreboard, but this scoreboard over here looks on the right, looks like it's completely inoperable. It's just got some scattered numbers up there.
That's the one that says 57, and the other one says 150.
But it doesn't have a score up or anything, Sam.
Okay, we'll go with the one that says 150.
Randall Cunningham is in the shotgun on 1st and 10 from his own 18-yard line. He's got 3 wide receivers near side. He's going to pass, going to be flushed by Charles Mann. Now steps back at the 5 and lets it go deep. Gets planted as he does. Ball's going to be picked off at midfield by Darrell Green. Cunningham got decked by Darrell Grant, and Darrell Green got the interception at midfield with 1:39 left to play in a football game.
Well, a lot of people thought Grant might have hit him late, and the referee standing right there. Cunningham took a lot of time to throw the ball.
He scrambled around. He had a man 15 yards behind Darrell Green, and the ball just hung so badly that he got the interception. It was underthrown about 15 yards.
Well, he ran 11 seconds off the clock with that little bit of a scramble that he put on, but a big play right there. Another turnover for the Redskins.
Out comes the Redskins offense, moving right to left here in front of us. It's Sanders and Gary Clark on the near side, Monk on the far. Back goes Mark Rippon. Sets up, waits, sets up the screen near side, got it to Biner at the 50, breaks a tackle to the 45, jitterbugs here at the 40, and out of bounds at the Eagle 35-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down Washington, and the clock is stopped with 1:30 left to go.
Good running by Ernest Biner that time, but broke it because Byron Evans was right there with him. He should have tackled him. He missed a tackle.
I guarantee you the Redskins gave Ernest Biner that newspaper with a headline saying he's going to cough it up because he's running like a man possessed.
Well, he's a pro. He is a real pro. Going to the Pro Bowl, you got to be proud of the way that guy has played. Cleveland is very sorry that they ever traded Ernest Biner.
1:30 left. Redskins again threatening at the Eagle 35. Rippon puts the man in motion to the far side. It's Sanders. Back he goes to pass. Going to get rushed by the linebacker. Shakes him off. Throws it near side to Biner at the 30. 25. Breaks the tackle to the 20 and fights his way down to the 17. Now Seth Joyner is pounding the turf back up at the 45 saying, hey, I had him in the grasp.
No, he didn't. He didn't have control.
He should have slowed up a little bit. He went for his head.
Great play by Mark Rippon that time. A lot of credit, kept his poise, found the receiver after a linebacker goes over. That shows you the strength of Mark Rippon right then.
Boy, he looked like he was almost in a grasp. If Joyner goes in low, he gets him, but he went in for his head, and he missed. But good running by Biner.
That's why they have to get rid of that play. Because it's always, that
in the grass.
That in the grass rule.
Take him down. That's the only thing you can do. We agree on that, too.
Sonny, that's a good point you made, too, about Rippon's strength, because that linebacker, 6'2", 240 pounds, and he just shook him off, just slid him right over the top of his shoulders and made the play.
Biner now, 3 catches, 56 yards, leading receiver so far in this game. And Mark Rippon is now 9 for 17, 135 yards.
Tell you what, I'm starting to like Mark Rippon again.
Yeah,
it's funny how wait a minute, you didn't like him?
Well, for a while, I was pretty upset with Mark Rippon. I just thought he was just kind of.
Well, as long as he's ahead, you're with him, right?
Well, he just wasn't playing very well. I just wondered how long the struggle was going to go. He was in a slump.
Yeah,
he seems to be breaking out of it here. He's back to pass again. Fires at the right flat, wide open. Ernest Biner, 15. He's down to the 10, down to the 5. Fumble the football. Eagles pick it up on the run to the 20, 25, 30. Rippon's the only one with a shot. Tries to cut him and doesn't. It's Ricky Sanders who's giving chase. All the way back to the 20. He's down to the 15, to the 10. He's going all the way for a touchdown. Ben Smith, the rookie from Georgia, has burned the Redskins.
Hard to believe. Biner turns that ball over.
94 yards is what we've got. It looked like about a 94 or 93-yard return by Ben Smith, the rookie corner.
Wait, I think they might have called it down or something. Let's wait and see here.
Well, there's some of the... I don't understand what's going on.
The Redskins are saying, come back up the field, come back up the field. The man was down.
Well, they might be saying that the ground caused the fumble.
Well, but the thing is, we don't see a flag down. I don't see an official anywhere. Where are the officials?
I don't know.
They're down and
they're
coming
all
back.
Back up at the other
coming
end.
Back.
If he did a flip and the ground caused a fumble, it will be Redskins ball.
We're getting a replay on the big screen upstairs.
We'll have to take a look at this.
We're getting a replay on the TV too, and he was
going to be very questionable. Couldn't tell by the replay whether the ground caused a fumble or not.
The Redskins are arguing vehemently. The officials have moved downfield to the 25-yard line of the Redskins to have a zebra conference. The fans are up and cheering. The Eagles are leading the cheers, saying, we got a touchdown.
Well, yeah, but what's the instant replay show?
They're talking the instant replay right now.
They're checking it.
This is a big, big call. Joe Gibbs is out on the field on the far side now.
People are all over the field. It's like mass confusion.
I'll tell you what,
out on the field.
Biner was down.
He was down.
The ground caused the fumble. That's our call from the replay here.
They'll bring it back and give the ball to the Redskins. That's the biggest call maybe in the history of replay.
The officials on the field rule a fumble and a touchdown. It's being reviewed by replay.
It's being reviewed.
It's on the
They
field.
didn't hear that.
They
It's
didn't
on the
hear.
field.
Well, as soon as he said it, we called it a fumble and a touchdown. The fans exploded and didn't hear the review by replay.
Yeah, that's
Now,
right.
the Eagles special teams have already started down the field to kick the extra point, trying to influence them even more.
I would line up and kick the field goal.
Well,
extra point.
George Sladaki, I think you say his name, is the instant replay official, and I want to tell you, you better give him some security in Philadelphia when he brings us back, and he's got to bring it back.
Here's the choice. It's either a 93-yard return for a touchdown, or it's 1st and goal Redskins at the Eagles 6.
Woo! This is going to be a
This is the biggest play
call
of the year to the Redskins.
This is the biggest call of the year.
Yes, it is.
And the replay shows.
The official on the field ruled fumble and a touchdown. However, the play has been reversed.
That is.
There it is.
I'm telling you.
Reveals that the knee was down. The contact was caused by contact with the ground.
They're going to bring it back.
Buddy Ryan is irate. Joe Gibbs is saying, let's get downfield and get into the end zone. Now this is a big series for the Redskins offense. They've got to get points out of this.
That play was the big play.
Yeah, but they've got to translate it into points or they're in trouble.
They clearly, by the rules, by the way they've been going with all of this, they had to bring it back.
Now they're showing the replay again on the Diamond Vision up above the stadium, and the fans are booing.
Well,
but they wouldn't be good fans if they weren't booing, right?
Exactly.
If you reverse the roles and put it in RFK Stadium,
Yeah, it's
the
the same
Redskin fans would be booing too.
sometimes the replay, you get the replay, and sometimes the replay gets you. Whoa!
All right, the Redskins offense is in the huddle.
There's one thing I would like to see them change. I would like to see the ball stop on the whistle, that kind of play would be in play. That's what creates all the commotion. Make the backs hang on to the ball. A fumble is a fumble. When he gets hit, even if he hits the ground, that ball comes out of there, it should be a fumble. But that's not the rule anymore.
I think probably the rule was instituted because of the kind of surface they're playing on today, the artificial turf, which can cause probably.
It used to be.
Give.
Let me tell you something. In the old days when Sonny and I played, that ball was still in play. If the guy even fell down, he could get up and run with it, and everything only stopped on the whistle.
Who was George Knock told me one time, he said, I don't let go of the football till the official asks for it.
That's right. That's a good time.
Don't take a chance.
And then, be careful.
Reggie White is still down there arguing with the officials.
The replay official reversed the call. He ruled the runners down by contact, replacing the ball on the 6-yard line, 1st and goal.
See, that's exactly what's down by contact. And what everybody says is that the ground can't cause a fumble.
Right.
The ground can cause a fumble. I'm telling you now, if the guy is running along and he isn't hit by anybody and trips and falls and the ball comes out, it's a fumble by the ground. The contact is when he's tackled.
All right, here we go. 1st down and goal from the 6. Ripping the pass out here in the near flat for Biner. He's got the ball at the 3, and he's bristled out of bounds at the 1.
Well, Biner is catching a load of them today, isn't he?
Yes, he is. He's wide open, and they're working on him. They're working on 21, Eric Allen, the cornerback.
Ernest Biner now 5 catches, 72 yards. And Rippon with a hot hand, 11 for 19, 151 yards.
He's got 98 yards total offense so far, Biner, because he's got 27 yards on the ground.
He's 7 of the last 8 tosses. Most of them have been to Biner.
2nd down and goal now at the 1.5. Quick snap, hand to Biner. Goes over the right side. He gets to the goal line, no further. It'll be inside the 1. 3rd down and goal.
Big Jim Lachey says, we got a foot to go. He looks to the sidelines. The Redskins called timeout.
Timeout with 24 seconds left to play in the 1st half. Fans still booing here on the call, probably the biggest call of the Redskins season.
No doubt about it.
If you've just joined us, a flat pass thrown in the right flat to Ernest Biner. He broke it all the way to the Philadelphia 6 where he was tackled. As he hit the ground, he fumbled the ball. It was scooped up by rookie cornerback Ben Smith, who went 94 yards with a fumble recovery for an apparent touchdown.
Yeah.
The replay official said, I want to look at it. and he overturned the call by the officials on the field and gave the ball back to the Redskins. 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, the important thing is it was the correct call.
It
Yes.
was.
Yeah,
That was the correct call.
Hey, but it's still a tough call to make in his position up there.
Yeah, but it was a correct call.
Yep. And with Commissioner Taglaboo in attendance here,
Has nothing to do with it.
you had to make a correct call.
Always helps to be right.
Yes.
When the big boss is here.
When the guy's here, be right.
All right, the Redskins come out. The ball sitting just short of the goal line. The Beef offense is in there with all those tight ends. Biner is the deep back. Motion by Johnson. Here goes Biner. Undercut at the 4 and pulled down. Seth Joyner makes the play.
Boy, he is having some football game. He almost sacked Rippon a while ago. He missed a sack. But that was a big play right there by the linebacker.
They better call timeout.
Timeout is what they're calling with 7 seconds left to go.
Hey, it's 3rd down, right?
Now, Lohmiller was going out on the field, and now they pull him back.
You got to kick it.
Got to kick it.
You got to kick it.
Got to kick it.
Don't
And there
get
goes
crazy.
Lohmiller.
Yeah, don't get crazy here. Kick it.
So you try to translate the play with Lohmiller getting 3 points.
To give you a 10-6 lead.
Take it.
Yes.
We all agree on this field goal attempt.
Well,
he has kicked 9 field goals in the last 2 games. That's right. 4 against Indianapolis, 5 against Buffalo.
That was also a big defensive play right there to stop the Redskins from getting in before halftime.
Defense, both of these defenses have played extremely well so far in this game.
Redskins had too many people on the field goal team. Can you believe that?
All right, Lohmiller's setting up. He's at the 11-yard line, so it'll be a 21-yard field goal attempt. Give him some running, give him some breathing room with 4 points. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up. The kick is good.
Yeah.
So we got 4 seconds left to go in the first half. The Redskins have expanded their lead now to 10-6. For 5 consecutive games now, the Eagles have held their opponents to under 100 yards rushing. Today, the Redskins have 37 yards. That scoring drive, 47 yards in 7 plays, 1 minute 35 seconds. All right.
Was intercepted.
He was 4 for 9 when he threw that.
Yeah, but he hadn't been real sharp there. Then they go 3 straight plays after that for a touchdown.
And he hit 7 out of 8. He hit 7 out of 9 passes.
Here's
Here's the
the kickoff.
kickoff. It'll be taken by Sanders out to the 20-yard line, to the 23-yard line, stood up there and stopped, and that'll be the end of the half. We're at halftime of this wild 10-6. On Hamming Up at halftime, Ken Beatrice with a sports update. Sonny and Sam will talk about what we can expect to see in the second half. Again, Redskins 10, Eagles 6. We'll return after these messages.
How hot can it get inside your car's engine? This hot. 570 degrees under extreme conditions. Water boils at 212 degrees. Paper catches fire at 450 degrees. So when temperatures inside your car's engine reach 570 degrees, which motor oil protects you best? Tests show at 570 degrees, conventional motor oil breaks down.
Which one is your blessing? You got it.
Here we go.
Here we go. Here's the kickoff. Lohmiller boots it. Way down to about the 2-yard line. That's where Thomas Sanders will bring it out. He's out to the 15, hit at the 18, 19-yard line.
And a penalty.
Flag on the play.
Normally a little push in the back, and that's what it is. Push in the back. A guy that got down there to make the hit, John Brandis, who was a Plan B free agent from Indianapolis. Popular guy on his football team. Good special team player.
This game being brought to you on your EIBS network. Your
Billy
excellence.
in the back on number 85 during the run back. After this is to the goal line, first down.
Wait a minute.
The old
EIBS?
EIBS. This is the old Rush Limbaugh and your excellence in broadcasting sports network.
I like old Rush. You know what? He's all right.
EIBS. Excellence in broadcasting sports
network.
Here we go. Hand off to Heath Sherman over the right side. Kind of scoots underneath the defensive lineman and gets out to about the 16-yard line.
That's that same play. That direct handoff off the right side. They just turn, hand to the fullback. The one back that's left there, going off the right side.
Yeah, both Buffalo used that play a lot last week.
Well, they must feel that that's the best way to slow up Tim Johnson.
Well, they picked up 7 yards on it, Sonny.
Wasn't too bad at that time.
Too bad.
Well, Sam, they didn't have it 37 yards rushing or something, or they didn't have a lot rushing.
Second down. Here goes
68.
a little delay as Sherman gets it out across the 18 to the 19 to the 20-yard line. It should be enough for a first down. Alvin Walton makes the hit on the stop.
Sherman now, 14 carries, 53 yards.
They had 60, what did they have, 65 or 68 yards rushing?
68 yards rushing. Randall Cunningham had 25 yards of that one.
On that big scramble that he made.
Yep. Redskins leading 10-6.
Eagles coming out looking very conservative here in this first drive. 2 wide receivers now split to the far side of the field. 2 men in the backfield behind Cunningham, who takes the snap and he wants to pass. It's 1st and 10. Scrambles back up the middle. Minuski is there to make the tackle at the 27. So Minuski was the guy, the spy, huh?
No, he didn't spy. He took his pass drop that time, and Cunningham saw the middle open up. He had a receiver wide open over on the far side, but did not spot 41 Byers coming out of the backfield and decided to run.
All the Redskins, you got to credit all the Redskins defensemen that time for stopping from making a big run.
You got to get after him quick.
2nd down, 2 yards to go for the Eagles. They shift now as Cunningham audibles. They shift sides of the formation. Pitch back to Heath Sherman, coming to the near side. Got 1 block, gets hammered down at about the 28-yard line. Maybe the 29 for a 1-yard gain to set up 3rd and 1. Tim Johnson on the stop. Boy, he's playing a game, huh?
He looks quick.
Playing like he'd like to be your defensive player of the game.
He's playing very, very well. Minuski going out now. Wilbur Marshall and the pass defense is in there.
3rd down and 1. Boy, you stop them right here, you're going to get good field position. Get him in a hole. Get him in a hole.
Here's where you got to be careful on 3rd and 1. If you're playing pass defense, that play-action pass scares you.
Keith Byers, the lone wide receiver, wide to the far side. He comes in motion to the near. Inside handoff to Sherman. Upended. I don't think he got it.
Yeah, I don't think he made it either.
I think Minuski got to, not Minuski, but Gavea got through there, made a quick hit. I don't think he picked up the first down.
This raucous crowd of 62,000 inside the vet has been quieted considerably since about the middle of the 2nd quarter. And after that turnaround on that big play on the instant replay official, it's gotten quiet indeed.
Well, you got to give the Redskins defense a lot of credit the way they are playing. Very few mistakes on defense.
Brian Mitchell is back deep, waiting at the 29-yard line. Here's the punt by Fiegels. It's a good kick. Mitchell backs up, takes it at the 24, bobbles the ball, bounces right back up into his hands, and he grabs it.
That's the last time you'll see Mitchell on a punt return today.
You think so?
It'll be Darrell Green from now on. Yes.
Well, it's a big game. Big game for the rookie.
46-yard punt. Time out of the field. 11:33 left in the 3rd quarter. It's the Redskins Stadium for playoff tickets with the Redskins. And we want to say hello to Pat Hill and wish her the very best.
She found her kind of guy right out the side. Okay.
This guy's staying in line like I will. He must be worth marrying. Here's Biner on the carry, coming to the near side. Held up, pushed back, and dropped to the 24 for no gain by Reggie White.
Boy, he's played some football game today, Reggie White has. Well, you're at it.
Their defense just hasn't been as aggressive as I remember them on Monday night up here.
Oh, they were awful there. They were awesome. From Spring Bottom Farm, Mr. and Mrs. Frank B. Darcy Jr. wrote to us, my husband and I are Redskin fans and see 3 or 4 games a year. They listen on the radio and, of course, turn the TV down.
All right, Rippon looks it over, makes some adjustments on his offensive line, faces 2nd and 10 from the 24. Monk in motion to the far side to join Clark. Rippon back to pass out in the left flat for Monk, overthrew him, incomplete at the 30.
Jesse Small from the linebacking position, putting a little pressure on Rippon, but he just threw that ball before he had to.
Monk stumbled coming out. He went in motion across the formation and then just flattened out going in the flat. And he stumbled somewhat when he got ready to make his little move in the flat, and the ball was thrown high and thrown away. But he was wide open. You got to remember that. Wide open.
3rd down 10. This is a place to get the ball to Biner. Throw it short. Let him run for it.
Back to pass inside the 20. Throws it out on the right side. Intended for Monk. Bounces in the air. He almost caught it on the 2nd try. It'll be instead an incomplete pass as William Frizzell does a good job covering, along with Isel Jenkins, who made the first hit.
Yeah,
Time
but
for a punt.
Monk would have caught that ball if William Frizzell hadn't come back and knocked him down. That was a very smart play on Frizzell's part.
Great presence by Art Monk.
It sure was. He'd have made a big play. Here's a punt by Kelly Goodburn coming up.
Rod Harris is waiting for it. Good protection that time for Goodburn, a lousy punt. Harris grabs it at the 45. He's already up to the 48, and then he gets spun around and dropped. Nice play downfield.
By 91.
Greg Minuski.
I couldn't get it out. I couldn't say.
There's a penalty down
Flag
back.
down on the 30-yard line.
Yeah.
Illegal man downfield. They should refuse the penalty.
They will.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Number 91 of the kicking team was downfield illegally. Penalty refused. First down.
No wonder Minuski made the tackle. He was down a little too soon.
Time out of the field. 10:31 left to go here in the third quarter. It's still Redskins 10, Eagles 6. Taking his radio to the home games, too. And happy birthday, 15-year-old Sean McElveen. Celebrating birthday today. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sean. Happy birthday to you.
Well, you guys are in tune.
Yeah. All right,
I didn't sing.
See if the Eagles are in turn. 1st and 10 at their own 47.
In turn.
In turn.
In tune.
In tune. Back goes Cunningham to pass on first down. Flushed back up the middle. Going to be chased by Marcus Cook and downed at the 49-yard line after a half-yard carry. A lot of running for just a half yard. Alvin Walton put some heat on, too, huh?
Marcus Cook was right there, but I think this is as quick as I've seen the front four of the Redskins defensively move
Really
to the ball.
hustle. Yeah,
They
good
are
defense.
hustling.
Every time he comes out on a scramble, everybody surrounds Randall Cunningham. A lot of people around Randall.
Well, he is the star, that's for sure.
If you're going to be beaten by the Eagles, it's going to be by Randall Cunningham, no question.
Or Jackson.
Here goes Cunningham to pass. Throws it over in the right flat. Got it to Jackson at the Redskin 35-yard line. Pulled down at the Redskins 32. Andre Collins on the tackle.
Boy, you can't beat great coverage, and you can't beat great execution there. That is tremendous execution. Ball was thrown just as he came out of his break. He caught the ball. I don't think he saw the ball till it hit him in the hands.
Well, Jackson has 4 catches, 105 yards now, but I want to tell you, somehow, if I was the Eagles, that guy would be in half of my plays, because he is a great player.
32-yard line. 1st and 10 Eagles driving towards the end zone to our left. They trail the Redskins 10-6. Heath Sherman on the carry and dragged down from behind. Fumbled the football, picked up by Andre Collins. He starts a return. It'll be dropped down at the 45-yard line. Redskins ball, they say. The instant replay official will review this one, and he should rule, I think, the same way he did on the Redskins fumble. He was tackled. There was contact in the ground.
Wait till you see. I don't know. Tim Johnson got through there pretty fast.
Tim Johnson caused the havoc, though. He got the tackle, created the fumble.
We will see.
Ball came out
before he got down. That'll be questionable. That will be questionable.
Well, let's see. The replay official's going to hold things up. The Eagles are taking their time getting on and off the field, respectively, with their defense and offense.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Tim Johnson is playing himself a football game today for the Redskins along that defensive front.
Officials on the field will fumble. After review by the replay official, the call stands. First down.
Fumble. Heath Sherman fumbles.
See, you spoke too soon, Frank.
That's his second fumble. I thought sure they'd hold it up the other way.
Well,
amazing.
I'll tell you one thing. Instant replay is here to stay after that big call in the first half on Biner's fumble. Oh, what a play that was. What a call that was.
Third turnover.
Second Sherman fumble. Buddy Ryan's going to come. Words are coming back to haunt him. Redskins ball, 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line. Big turnover. Now here's Biner on the carry. Up the middle, fighting his way through the middle, and he gets out to the 48-yard line. Good run by Biner for 3 yards.
I have to give you a Mo Siegel line at halftime. He said the new stadium in Washington would be called the George Slatke Stadium.
He's a replay official.
He's a replay official after that great call they got, and now this one, you can be sure it'll be called
the George Slatke Memorial Stadium.
Memorial Stadium.
The Eagles have turned the ball over 3 times so far, and the Redskins have turned it over twice. Redskins leading this game 10-6, third quarter.
All right, let's see what the Redskins can come up with here on 2nd down and 6. Monk over on the far side. Sanders in motion. Rolling out to the near side is Rippon. Fires it downfield. A wobbly pass. I think deflected along the line of scrimmage and goes out of bounds.
He lost control of the football. He wanted to throw the ball hard and down and get the ball to Monk on the line. He lost it. It came out of his hand and fluttered over his head.
Well, he is 0 for 3 the second half so far. Rippon has not completed a pass. He's got to get the ball out in the flat to number 21, Ernest Biner, who nobody has been covering. He did it in the first half. Got to look for him again.
Here we go. Rippon back to pass. Throwing it deep. Down the middle. Got Sanders. Bobbles the ball off his fingertips at the 10. And it drops incomplete.
Short touchdown pass. He blew it.
Ricky Sanders, who said this week, I've been struggling. I can't seem to get it going. I'd like to catch 3 touchdown passes and spike them against the Eagles. Well, there was one for sure.
What great blocking by the offensive line. Rippon was untouched in that pocket. Ricky Sanders, all he had to do was look it in. He just didn't catch it.
Here we go. Good burn to punt. Waiting back for it. Number 80. Harris watches the ball bounce, and it'll be downed inside the 5 at the 4. They'll mark it at the 5-yard line. Great punt by Kelly Goodburn. Down by Todd Bowles. 48-yard kick, but what made it great was it's down at the 5. Timeout on the field. They still can't get on the scoreboard, but they were a fingertip away. 7:40 to go, third quarter. Reds touchdown that would put them up by 11 points. It fell incomplete, the touchdown pass for Ricky Sanders, and so the Eagles have the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 5.
Redskins leading 10-6 at this point.
He's Sherman on the carry, tries it up the middle. I think it's Anthony Toney on the carry.
Boy, their play calling leaves an awful lot to be desired, doesn't it?
He gets out to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Let's see where they spot it. At the 8. So it'll be 2nd down and about 6, 7.
I think you might have seen the end of Mr. Heath Sherman after his turnovers and fumbles.
Andre Toney.
Toney is in there now.
All right. The Redskins, I think, have been clearly the best football team out here today.
So far. Cunningham back in the end zone to pass. Scrambles to his right. Going to be grabbed? No, going to get away from one man. Gets tackled back at the 6-yard line by Charles Mann. Tim Johnson had him almost in the end zone, and Randall Cunningham made a motion to pass, and Johnson stuck his hands up in the air to block it, and that gave Randall Cunningham a chance to get away.
Well, he almost had him for the safety.
Kind of looked like Dr. J with a head fake and then a go.
3rd down and 10. You got to be careful right here. Randall does it. He doesn't turn this ball over again. I would, if I was the Eagles, I'd throw a sure pass, and if that's incomplete, then punt it out of there. But don't take any chances here.
Defense has 4 sacks on Cunningham. 3rd down, 10 yards to go. Byers in motion behind Cunningham. The ball at the 6-yard line. On the draw play, up the middle, not going anywhere. Bad play.
Boy.
The Eagles 1 for 7 on 3rd down conversions. The only time they converted was that 56-yarder to Jackson.
I'm not sure that's a bad play.
I think it's a bad play.
A turnover there blows them away. But
do you have the best offensive player in the league?
I would have run.
And you don't trust him with the ball?
You know what, though? The guy has not broken out of the huddle much at all, the pocket much at all.
He made 125-yard run.
All right, here we go. Jeff Fiegel's back deep in his own end zone. Brian Mitchell is back to take the punt again at the 48. They're setting up the return, too. They want the field position. Bad kick on the run. He grabs it at the 39, right back up to the 30. He's inside the 30 to the 25, still churning down there. Down inside the 30 to the 28. And that's where he's pulled down by Ken Rose, the linebacker.
I tell you what, you got to admire Joe Gibbs. He left the rookie go back in and return the kick.
11-yard return.
This is the WMAL, Washington Redskins Football Network.
You're listening to Washington Redskins football on WFVA and WBQB Fredericksburg. Classic hits, B101.5.
Redskins ball, 1st and 10 at the Eagle 30. Motion by Ron Middleton here on the near side, driving towards the end zone to our right. And here's Ernest Biner getting about 2 yards, 3 yards closer as he breaks inside. The 30 down to about the 28. Clyde Simmons, the big defensive end on the stop, kind of twists him down.
Oh, this is very key situation right here for the Redskins offense. They've got to come away with some points on the board here.
Big possession. A touchdown here will help Yeah, we can wrap it up then and go on back.
Well, no. Don't be saying that yet. We said that in Indianapolis.
Scares him to death. Rippon, quick pass, right flat. Got it complete to Biner. He's got the first down inside the 20 at the 19 as he gets shoved out of bounds by Andre Waters.
They're just letting him go out there. They have been letting him go out there. It's boy, I tell you, that's a back that can run, too. You've got to cover him.
I thought Buddy Ryan was a defensive genius. How do you let Biner be open like that?
Why do you think he's 0-2 in the playoffs?
Because they've letting people like Biner go free.
The Redskins are a better coached team.
That's amazing.
They're a better football team. And they don't make adjustments. They just want to come after you. And
here's Ben Smith going to line up one-on-one on Art Monk.
Yeah.
Monk here at the near side. Clark at the far. Hand off to Biner. Starts it inside, breaks it out over right tackle, gets down to the 10-yard line to the 9, where it'll be 2nd down and 1.
Only time Biner's putting it on the ground is after he makes a first down.
Ron Middleton with a big block.
Yeah. It's Biner time, Art Monk time coming up. 2nd down and 1. 2, maybe.
I'll tell you, the Eagles don't have to worry about who they're going to play next week. They'll be playing golf.
Going back in Tampa. Back to Tampa, right?
Yeah, well, let's see. It's a long way from over, gentlemen.
That's
We
right.
got 19 minutes left to play in this game.
That's right. Give it to Biner again.
Rippon looking it over. It's 2nd down and 2 at the 10-yard line of the Eagles. Here goes Biner left. Breaks it outside. Turns the corner at the 5. Drives down to the 1-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal, Redskins.
What do you think, Buddy?
Buddy, what's happened?
Buddy thinks it's cold here in Philadelphia, right?
Tell you what, Buddy better get his act together. He'll be doing less than playing golf.
Buddy says we're going back to Tampa next week.
Buddy picked on the wrong guy when he picked on Ernest Biner. Biner going out now. In comes Riggs.
University of Maryland basketball team has led Clemson throughout this game today. With 8 minutes left to play, they still lead it by 8, 56-48. Maryland 56-48 with 8 minutes to go.
Ernest Biner went down on his shoulder a little bit, stung his shoulder. Gerald Riggs comes in, but hey, there's
got the big back going in. Why Rippon is calling timeout?
Rippon's calling timeout.
They're down to 7 seconds on the clock.
I'm surprised to see Riggs back in there. I thought maybe they'd put Brian Mitchell in.
Not for the big back down on the goal line. We're going to take a break here.
What are you going to do if he fumbles?
No, the Redskins are going to... We'll give you some of these stats.
What are you going to do if he fumbles down on the goal line?
What are you going to do?
You don't worry about
that
stuff here.
Frankie, don't draw that up on the board.
Don't worry about that.
You only worry about what you draw up on the board.
You don't send the guy in the game and say, now, don't fumble.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, they sent him in the game, and every coach on that sideline under his breath saying, please don't fumble.
Yeah, but you don't say it, see?
He does. I mean...
See, Ernest Biner, 17 carries, 45 yards. And he also has 6 receptions for 82 yards.
Seems like he's got a lot more yards than that, doesn't it? You know?
Well, he's played a big part in this football game. Gerald Riggs has 4 carries, 11 yards, and 1 fumble. Well, maybe we shouldn't say that.
He's going to score.
All right, here we go.
Score.
Out they break. 1st and goal. At the 1 or at the 2. Motion by Middleton to the far side. Here goes Riggs. Starts left, cuts back to the right, and gets pulled down at the 1. Mark Addix is in at guard. Getting into a little confrontation down there with Clyde Simmons. Nose to nose.
Anything. Get back in the huddle.
Yeah, Middleton arguing in there.
Get back in the huddle.
This is one play you want to stand.
Is that what you said when you jumped in to break up the fights?
Yes, get in the huddle.
Yeah, you stand back. If you want to argue, stand back about 10 yards and call his mother names, and then you're safe. See?
Don't do that.
Yeah, that's a way to do it. But don't get too close.
Addix is in as an extra tight end over on the left side. In motion is Middleton again. Here goes Riggs. No, it's a fake. Rippon, quick pass back to the near side, incomplete, intended for Jimmy Johnson. Threw it in the dirt at the goal line.
He could have run it in.
Rippon is limping, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's limping badly on his left knee.
Well, they can't afford not to get a touchdown here. Can't afford not to get a touchdown here. Got to get a touchdown.
All right, what do you come up with now to fool this defense? Here goes the receivers in.
You can run Bonner in the flats. You can run anybody in motion and run him in the flat and drill him with the ball.
Yeah, and if it's not there, throw it away. Take the field goal at least.
Run him in the flat and drill him with the ball.
Okay.
Riggs goes out. I think that's it for him today. He looked pretty lifeless on those 2 runs.
Art Monk across the formation and run him in the flat.
Here he is. There goes Rippon back. Throws it across the top. Intended for Clark. Incomplete. Batted away by 26, rookie Ben Smith.
In the flat. Don't go down the middle.
Good play by Ben Smith that time, covering Gary Clark.
Low Miller comes in to kick the field goal. They'll fake it and throw a touchdown pass. You got a quarterback holding. You need a touchdown, right?
Art Monk took his helmet off.
Except you've been controlling the game all this time now. You do something silly. If it backfires, could turn the tempo.
No, kick it. Kick it, go 7 up.
Sam says kick it from the 9. It'll be a 19-yard field goal attempt.
Absolutely.
Ripon in the second half, 1 out of 7 for 11 yards. Here's the kick. It's up, it's long enough, and it is good. 3 field goals.
I don't like
Take it as you see it.
3 field goals now for Low Miller. He's hit on 2 field goals for Miller. He's hit on 11 straight. And that ups the lead to 13-6. They could tie it with a touchdown.
When you get in a defensive game like you're in right here, you take what you can get. And they could only get 3 there, but that puts them 7 up. Score 13 for the Redskins, 6 for the Eagles.
Gentlemen, we received a letter from the law offices of Cooter and Gell.
We in trouble?
What we do?
They want us to announce happy birthday to Joe Raw on his 80th birthday.
Happy birthday, Joe. We can do that for you.
Unfortunately, he turned 80 on December 30th.
I think it's
and we're a little late.
Hey, I'll tell you one thing. If these lawyers are anything like mine, they'll send Joe Raw a bill for us making that announcement. Tell you that.
I think she's related.
Even for typing the letter, they'll send a bill.
I think she's related. He's related. Michael Raw, a son. So happy birthday belatedly, Joe Raw.
Yeah, Joe. Redskins leading 13-6. That's the best birthday present you can get.
Tom Sanders is back deep, waiting for the kick from Low Miller. At the 5-yard line, he'll take it at the 3. He's back out to the 10. The far side 15, hit and spun around and dropped to the 17.
Good special team play down there by Raven Caldwell, big linebacker, number 50, making that hit. It's up to the Redskin defense again.
How about Jim McMahon coming in the game for Randall Cunningham?
You're kidding.
Well, he's been there before. You got to be careful, this guy.
Is there something wrong with Cunningham?
We'll try to find out.
Yeah, he's 6 for 13, 120 yards, 1 interception. That's
he hasn't been very good.
Yeah, that's what's wrong with him.
They want somebody that can stand in the pocket and deliver the ball.
Been in the big games.
Well, but he hasn't thrown much this year. Been used very little.
I'll tell you, after I talked with him before the game, after this play.
Here he goes, back to pass with his first play from scrimmage. Throws it over the middle. It's batted down. I think Minuski got a piece of it.
I do, too. He had Keith Jackson over. Talking with Jim McMahon, warming up before the game, he said his arm is, but he had all kinds of trouble. They thought he was going to be completely out of the game. He said his arm is finally back now to where it was before his operation. He hasn't thrown a lot. He's been doing a lot of rehabilitation. He said, I can finally pass the ball like I used to.
Yeah, and he can hit the golf ball better now. 2nd down, 10 for the Eagles.
13-6, Redskins lead. Jim McMahon is in at quarterback. Dramatic change for the Eagles here, desperately trying to get something going. He's back to pass. Rushed. Throws it over here in the near flat. Incomplete.
His
almost picked off.
His arm is still sore, evidently, because that was an awful pass.
It may be not hurting him, but it's killing Eagle fans.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you what. He got decked as he delivered the ball off balance. Good pass rush.
Darryl Grant, the Redskins front 4.
Dominating their offensive line.
Playing maybe the best game I have seen them play in years. Number 25, Anthony Toney, coming out now. Eagles having trouble.
Where is Cunningham?
Third down.
Is he down there?
Third down.
Got a gray coat on, huh? He's in the gray warm-up jacket down there next to Buddy Ryan.
Redskins leading 13-6.
If there's nothing wrong with Cunningham, this says something about the desperation of Buddy Ryan. Back he goes in the shotgun. Blitz is on. Throws it out over in the flat. Almost picked off. Incomplete. Knocked down on a brilliant defensive play by Darryl Green, who stepped in front of the receiver, Fred Barnett, and tipped the pass away.
Oh, he almost had it. Darryl wanted it real bad, but he didn't take any chances and knocked it down.
I tell you how well the defense has played today, and especially you have 2 outside receivers, Barnett and Williams, for the Eagles. They have 17 touchdown passes on the year. They have no receptions on the day.
That's good.
Here comes the punt by Feagles. Brian Mitchell waits for it. Races back inside his 40 to the 35. At the 34, he begins the return. Cuts back up the middle, avoids a man at the 40, gets out to the 45, and stretches to the 46-yard line. Good return of about 7 yards on a punt that went 44 yards. Dick Chapura makes the stop. Redskins ball. Again, we don't know if anything's wrong with Randall Cunningham.
Nothing is wrong. Nothing physically wrong. His feelings have been hurt.
His feelings are hurt.
Well, now, hey, if you're the starting quarterback and the star of the league
in a playoff game,
and you get benched for a guy who hasn't played in 2 years, what does that do to your psyche?
Makes you want to play harder.
When I'm making $3 million a year, I sit down and say, thank you very much.
You wonder how much emotion he can come back out with, though, when
they may take him out for a few series of plays and then bring him back.
It'll be interesting. Let's see what the Redskins do with the ball. 1st and 10. They lead it 13-6. We've got just less than 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. They're going to run the ball with Miner up over the right side, and good surge out to midfield. It'll be a gain of almost 5 yards on the carry as Mike Pitts, the left defensive tackle, makes the stop.
But good possession on that football right there.
The Redskins have run enough to allow Mark Rippon to go back and deliver the football. That's what they've done. They've been successful enough.
Ernest Biner
running the ball to help them in the passing game.
Ernest Biner, 18 carries, 50 yards now.
He's the deep back in the I formation. 2nd down, about 6 yards to go. He gets the call over the left side, pounds it down to midfield. It'll be a half-yard gain to bring up 3rd and 5. Reggie White on the stop.
Reggie's doing great against the run. Reggie White is. Unfortunately for the Eagles, no sacks against Mark Rippon. The offensive line is doing a job.
Great job.
5 minutes left to play. College basketball. Maryland beating Clemson 65-51, a 14-point Maryland lead. Redskins leading here 13-6. 52 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Clock is running. So is Ernest Biner. Donnie Warren split wide out to the far side. Stack off defense on the near side. Rippon throws it deep. He's got Gary Clark at the 25, 20, 15, near side 10, 5, and knocked out of bounds at the 4-yard line. 1st and goal, Redskins. Big play for a battered and bruised Gary Clark, 46 yards.
I tell you, that was as pretty a pass as you'll see. Right down that sideline.
Great
Beautiful
pass. He ran a corner pattern. And Mark Rippon, even though he's limping, and he's limping badly as he walks, he's walking over to the sidelines right now because this could be the clock's. Well, they may get a play here before the quarter. Clock's running, 25 seconds now.
Boy, he
24.
is limping, isn't he?
Yeah, but boy, he hung in there then.
He's playing.
He delivered that ball before he came out of his break. That was the
he's playing a lot of heart
play.
A lot of heart right here on Mark Rippon's part.
He's going to pass in the end zone. Oh, right through the hands of Gary Clark. I think it was deflected by Ben Smith.
Yeah, he had him open though. If he had it up a little higher, he had a touchdown.
Open by 10 yards.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's not Randall Cunningham's fault. That's Buddy Ryan's. They're in defenses today that are kind of a mystery.
Well, this posse, this 3 receivers will put you in a mystery.
Well, the offensive game plan of the coaches has been excellent because they've had people wide open. That was the key, getting the time to deliver the ball and for Mark Rippon to get it there, and he's done his job today.
Now the Redskins need to get into the end zone. They can't settle for any more field goals. They need to have a touchdown to build their cushion. I would think that's what they're thinking.
I think the Eagles are ready to fold up the 10 here.
2nd and goal at the 4. Rippon, little fake, running to the near side, drives it in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington Redskins. A touchdown pass to Gary Clark, who will pick it up, run around, show the ball to the fans, and then hand it to the official.
Great play, Mark Rippon. Great pass and good pattern for Gary to go down into the end zone on a rollout, bootleg type play. Guess who they beat?
Number 26.
Ben Smith, number 26.
No.
Pick on the rookie. He ran a little comeback, delivered the ball outside, and 26 is watching the touchdown catch.
Gary Clark showed him some moves on that one. He really put the moves on him.
Now here comes Lohmiller with the extra point, up and good. The Redskins drive 55 yards, 5 plays, minute and 53 seconds. The big play, a 46-yard pass to Gary Clark that set up the 3-yard touchdown pass that gives the Redskins a big edge.
Oh, what a masterful coaching job so far by the Redskins. These guys, both offensively and defensively, is starting to turn it up a notch right now.
That makes it 20-6 Washington, and that's just what the doctor ordered. They need that cushion. Rippon, though, is hobbled.
That's what Dr. Gibbs ordered. Joe Gibbs.
Rippon is playing an exceptional game.
It looks like they're adding more tape to his ankle, Sonny, so maybe it's his ankle that's hurt, not his knee.
No, it is his ankle. He turned an ankle. That's what they took him in for. We reported that to Ken during the halftime, that it was a mild sprain and he was going to be back, and they took him in to re-wrap it. He obviously is having some pain with it still, but hey, this game, if that's going to be the case, they should hurt him every week the way he's playing.
He is playing extremely well. Boy, remember the games he had against New Orleans and the Saints? He is playing his heart out today.
Cunningham coming back in. They just gave him a break, gave him a breathe, and said,
look at it.
We can't do anything else. You got to do it on your own.
Thomas Sanders takes the low Miller kick at the 7. He's out to the 15. He's out to the 20. Fumbles the football. There's a scramble for it. Redskins say they have it. There's a scramble.
We'll have to wait and see.
There's a wrestling match.
That ball was out.
That ball came out.
Brian Mitchell says the Redskins have it. I think they're... No, it's going to be Eagles. John Brandis went down and made the first hit that loosened the ball.
Yeah, you could have raked the leaves if they get it there.
Timeout at the end of the third quarter with our score. The Washington Redskins 20, the Philadelphia Eagles 6. Quarter with the Eagles driving left to right in front of us. Randall Cunningham back in, and he's back to pass on first down. Near flat, Keith Byers with the catch at the 26. Forced out of bounds at the 27, 28-yard line. 2 yards short of a first down. Sonny's got three-quarter stats.
Okay. Yes, by Cellular One brings you the stats here today. After 3 quarters, the Redskins have 212 yards passing, 64 rushing, total of 276, 2 turnovers. Philadelphia, 94 passing, only 92 rushing, 186 total yards, 3 turnovers, 1 for 9 on third down conversion.
That was the first catch by Keith Byers. Keep an eye on him.
Thomas Sanders in the backfield. He'll get the call, running to the near side. Hit by Andre Collins and knocked down. We got a flag on the tackle, it looks like, or holding against the Eagles.
I think it's holding against the Eagles.
Yeah, it is.
So I think the Redskins will take that penalty, move them back.
They did get Mike Shad, one of those guys. They got him holding.
David Alexander has gone back in.
68 offense, 10-yard penalty, replay second down.
Reggie Singletary, the right tackle.
He didn't mean it, though. He didn't take his shirt off of him. That's 3 penalties now, 30 yards against the Eagles.
So the Eagles have turned it over 3 times today, huh?
Yeah, and the Redskins only have 2 penalties, 18 yards. There is a big section right there. I mean, I'll never forget those 14 penalties against the Redskins in Indianapolis. I can't get it out of my mind. They're not doing that today. They're playing smart football.
Second down and 12 now. Cunningham with 2 men in the backfield, split behind him. Back he goes to pass at the 10. Starts to scramble right back up the middle. Gabea's waiting for him. So is another backer. It's Wilbur Marshall who makes the tackle at the 25. Randall wants to fight with Wilbur Marshall. Wilbur took a pretty good shot at him. Back down the field. 72. David Alexander is laying injured.
Yeah, he's got to come back out. They just put him in on this series of plays, but he's been injured and he's mad.
Throws his helmet disgusted. His knee just won't hold up.
Yeah, it won't hold up. He's upset about that, and Ben Tamburello's got to go back in.
He's tried.
Well, everybody, at this stage when you're trailing 20-6, fourth quarter, you got to get everybody out there.
Yep. Timeout on the field. 13:57 left to play. Redskins 20, Eagles 6.
Tires and accessories. ATA has what you need for your kind of prices every day. Count on ATA.
Have you been wanting some great-looking rims for your car or a truck? Well, get out to ATA Tire Center on Route 3 West across from Spotsylvania Mall. They have American racing rims in stock, and they can order any rim you want. Alignment, brakes, shocks, exhausts, and minor repairs, too, at ATA.
We'll take your tires, not the prices you pay. Here at ATA Tire Center.
There are lots of ways to get home after that great party.
Can you give me a ride?
You're out of the way.
Out of the way? I'm your roommate.
Okay, you slide headfirst into the...
Supposed to start today, didn't. Went back in at center, tried it for one play, and the knee went out. He just came off on his own power, wouldn't be helped. Went over to the bench, looked like he wanted to cry.
Third down 5 now for the Eagles at their own 25-yard line.
Cunningham is in the shotgun, standing at the 20-yard line. He takes the snap. He's back to the 15. Throws it over in the left flat. Almost picked off by Darrell Green. Knocked away.
Great coverage by Darrell. Timed it absolutely perfect. Come over his shoulder and knocked that ball away.
It's amazing. They have 17 touchdown catches between them and no catches today.
Shut them out.
Unbelievable.
They're 1 for 10 on third down conversion, the Eagles are.
Well, it sounds like we're going to give 3 Defensive Player of the Game awards today. The 2 corners and Tim Johnson. It's a lot of clocks.
Tim Johnson has played extremely well.
Here comes the punt by Fiegels. Brian Mitchell waiting for it.
Oh, it's a nice punt.
Runs over here to the near side, 31, catches it at the 30. Back up to the 35. He's down to the 38-yard line. That's where the Redskins will take over, an 8-yard return. Now let's check in with Johnny Holiday at Cole Fieldhouse for a quick update on the Maryland-Clemson ACC game. Johnny?
Those of you listening to the Redskins and Eagles game here at Cole Fieldhouse in Maryland, it's 75-61. The Terrapins leading Clemson by 14. And they're leading thanks to a great afternoon by junior Walt Williams. He has 29 points in this ball game. 59 seconds to play. Maryland 75, Clemson 61. Now back to Philly and Sam, Sonny, and Frank.
Thank you, John. On first down, it's the Redskins who will run the ball. It's Ernest Biner who tries it up the middle and gets nowhere. Stopped at the 37-yard line.
Riggs.
Gerald Riggs on the carry.
Yeah, there was a mistake on the play. Somebody blew the offensive play, and Jesse Small, number 52, came in and made the tackle from behind. The only thing they did there was use a little bit of clock. Clock is running. 13:01 remaining in this game. Redskins leading the Eagles 20-6.
Doesn't look like Riggs is running with a great deal of zip.
No, he does not like AstroTurf, evidently. He's 6 carries, 10 yards. Not much zip.
12:50 left to go in the football game. Clock is moving. Ripping back to pass. Good protection. Gets the pass away just as he's hit, just as I say it, incomplete in the near flat.
Big number 96, Clyde Simmons, through there on the play. Ripped and pumped. Did not see anybody open and then threw it away.
Third down and 10.
That was the same pattern. Gary Clark to the corner, the back in the flat, and the guy in the slot, Art Monk, hooking up. The same one that they got the big play to Clark down the sideline.
Here's Biner in at the back position now.
Riggs gets put back on the shelf. Back they go to pass. Rippin loads it up, going deep. He's got Sanders on the fly. Diving, no. He dropped the ball again at the 23 this time.
2 big drops for Ricky Sanders in this game. That one's a little more difficult, but still catchable.
Yeah, the degree of difficulty there was a little more than the other one.
Yeah. He dove.
I'll tell you what, there's so many people running wide open right now. He had Gary Clark. There wasn't anybody in 15 yards of him. The Eagle defense is completely confused. But I take my chances going after
Well, you got to
Ben
get
Smith.
this punt off.
Low snap, but he gets the punt away. And it's a beauty.
Kelly Goodburn
Floaters down.
Booming it today.
Harris takes it at the 15. He's out to the 20, hit at the 22, and pushed back inside the 20. They'll give him forward progress at the 22-yard line. That'll be an 8-yard return after a 47-yard punt. Brad Edwards on the stop. Running out of time, these Philadelphia Eagles are. 12:28 left to play. Washington 20, Philadelphia 6.
Tires and accessories. ATA has what you need for your kind of prices every day. Count on ATA. For service when you come in. Efficient and fast to get you rolling again.
Seconds left to go in the football game. Redskins leading 20-6. We will rock you is the song they're playing.
And I say, next year.
Yeah. Well, Eagles have the ball right at their own 22. That's where the field is the slickest.
Sonny's counting chickens already. Are they hatched? Let's see. Randall Cunningham back to pass on first down. Over the middle, he's got it complete. At the 30-yard line, at the 32-yard line, there's a reception by Calvin Williams, the rookie wide receiver, his first of the day.
Yep,
Hurry up
exactly.
Offense for the Eagles. Out they come immediately, and right now
they got to measure for the first down.
Officials spoil the offense by saying they're going to measure.
Barnett does not have a reception yet. Fred Barnett, one of the top draft picks.
Came into the game with 36 catches for 721 yards.
Which he didn't have Darryl Green covering him.
One had 9 and one had 8.
Yeah, Barnett had 8 and Williams had 9.
Well, they can't. They say it's only about an inch to go for a first down.
Well, let's look at instant replay on that, okay?
Well,
65,000 to 287 tickets sold today. 987 people decided not to use them.
And 420 freeloaders.
Well, we got 3 in this booth. 2 of them belong to you.
Wait a minute.
Your sons.
Oh, my
Boy, can they eat free.
freeloaded,
Right?
huh?
And Charlie Ingold, my British friend, eats free, too.
Hey.
By the time he starts buying some food.
Tell you what, you don't walk into this booth unguarded.
That's right. No prisoners. Here we go. 2nd and inches.
2nd and inches. Darrell Green races over to cover his receiver out on the far side. Byers in motion. Snap to Cunningham. Carry. Thomas Sanders breaks it out to the 35. He's out to the 40-yard line. Pull down there. Martin Mayhew made the hit that knocked him down. He was trying to knock the ball away.
A little confusion in the Redskins defense that time about who covered who. The Eagles are going without a huddle now.
Hurry up offense with 11 minutes left to go in the football game. They're down by 14 points, 20-6.
You know, the Eagles have gone away from their whole game plan now. This
Back
is
he
just
is the pass. Sets up, dumps it out over the middle to Sherman. He's got it to the 45 and out to Sanders out to the 48-yard line. Again, it's a gain of 8 yards. 2nd down and 2, and right back to the line of scrimmage they go.
That's Thomas Sanders.
Thomas Sanders.
From the Eagles, number 45.
Cunningham looks it over. Shotgun formation. We'll get the snap from Ben Tamburello here in a second. There it is. Back inside the 40. Sets up. Dumps it off again to the short back. Thomas Sanders at the 45, down to the 43-yard line of the Redskins. That's a first down. We got another push and shove situation down there.
Alvin Walton and Keith Jackson going at it.
Well, Keith Jackson blocked him, and he got up, and he's taking. Please don't do it, boy. But they use a little different language.
Well, Keith Jackson lining up here on the near sideline now. Nobody over him now. Martin Mayhew's coming out.
They're playing the zone.
Again, the shotgun formation. He's got the snap. Backs up inside the 50. Throws it in the right flat to Byers. Hit out there by Todd Bowles. Pulled down. He stretched it for a first down, and he'll get a friendly mark.
The Eagles are stretching this defense a little bit right now.
I'm telling you guys, there's a lot of time left to play. Let's not be counting chickens.
Absolutely.
If they're going out of their offense now and ad-libbing, they may be dangerous.
That's exactly what, when they put him back in, they said, let's put the game plan in the round file.
And you go do it.
Good luck, Randall.
And he's doing it.
Well, he's completed 4 straight passes.
This is the way they've been successful all year.
He moved. This drive started at the 22, and he's now down inside Redskins territory at the Washington 32.
Yep. They're gaining a little momentum, the Eagles are, so hang in there, fans.
4 wide receivers. Thomas Sanders in the backfield. He checks off. Randall being chased. Marcus Cook is chasing him. Over to the near side. Flag is down. He scrambles upfield, upended at the 22-yard line and knocked out of bounds.
And it come back.
Andre Collins knocked him down.
See, this is why the perplexity of this offense. I mean, the coaches have finally admitted on the side and said, hey, we can't do anything. Let's let the players try. Right? That's what they've done.
Well, the sacks have hurt him. 4 sacks on Randall coming in.
69 offense. 10-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
69 is Bruce Colley. That's a familiar name when it comes to penalties.
When you get to holding calls, you can call Bruce.
College basketball finals, gentlemen. 2 good ones here. Maryland beats Clemson 81-65, and Virginia upsets 7th-ranked Duke 81-64. Ah, the ACC.
Yeah, Virginia beat that basketball college down there.
Here we go. It's 20-6 Redskins as Cunningham passes over in the left flat for Thomas Sanders, and he dropped the football.
Well, Darrell Green come up, scooped it up, and just kind of took off. But you ever see anybody glide like Darrell Green? I mean, he is a magnificent.
Somebody asked me the other day, what about a dead heat foot race between Darrell Green and Rocket Ishmael? Who would win?
You going to bet against Darrell Green?
I don't think so.
Me either. The Rocket is a rocket because he can fly, but you got to put it in another gear if you're going to overtake Darrell.
Shotgun again. 2nd down, 20 yards to go for the Eagles.
Turnover time.
9:43 left to play in this wild card game. Cunningham is back, avoids the rush, throws it deep, got a man in the end zone, up in the air, batted away, incomplete. It was a volleyball game in the end zone. Todd Bowles was down there, along with Darrell Green, and they knocked the ball away from the intended receiver.
They had a great shot at it, didn't they? They had a great shot at getting it.
Well, that's how they've gotten a lot of their touchdowns. He has great confidence in his receivers, and he throws it up for grabs like that. And they've made some big catches in the end zone. But, you got
Darrell Green
Bowles and Green there making a play. And making sure that he didn't get any rebound.
This next play could very well decide how the tempo of the end of this game is going to go.
Well, you don't want to run off and leave Randall Cunningham on his 3rd down in about 20. You want to watch him right now.
He's got the snap. He's back. He sets in the pocket. Starts to scramble. Back up the field to the 40. He's down to the 35. Breaks it outside to the 32 and gets tackled there. About 8-9 yards short of a first down.
Boy, he can ramble.
Go for it, they say. Go for it. The coaches are saying stay in the game, get the first down.
Oh, that's a big call for him. Go for it. What else are they going to do? Trailing 20-6.
Well,
with 9-11, of course they got to go for it.
This is 4th down and 10 right here. Big situation for them.
But why wouldn't they?
Well, they have to.
What are they going to do?
They
Give
have
the ball back to the other team and say,
you're right,
why don't you we'll try to pooch one for
they have no choice.
Field goal.
I'm intrigued about something that you said in the last Redskins possession about the defense was confused. And I'd like you to follow up and explain it a little better for me here when we have a break.
Well, watch this play. You got to keep your eye on Randall Cunningham.
Out of the shotgun. Pumps it once. Now throws it. Desperation. Downfield. Batted away. Incomplete. A.J. Johnson. Intended for Keith Jackson. And Johnson went up, grabbed him with one hand, and batted the ball away with the other. Jackson complaining about it, but there are no flags down. He'll get no call.
Well, great rush in there by Charles Mann, putting the pressure on.
The whole defensive line is downfield, grabbing Charles Mann and celebrating the rush he put on the passer.
Hey, that was good coverage by A.J. Johnson. He got up there. He went with Keith Jackson.
He was like, I'll tell you what, he did a lot of hand checking like basketball. And you know it?
Yeah.
He had his hands on him all the time.
Well, he's supposed to if you don't get called. That's good coverage. A.J. Johnson got where the guy was going to get the ball.
And what were y'all saying earlier about counting chickens and this, that, and
counting any chickens.
Counting no chickens.
Here goes the run up over the middle to the 31-yard line again. I don't know if there was any gain on that play at all.
Y'all tell me when you want to count chickens.
We'll let you know.
We'll
let you know.
About 30 seconds to go in the game. We'll start counting. Chicken 1, chicken 2.
What did you mean earlier when you said the Eagles' defense was confused? They didn't know what to do.
Well, the Redskins have run some formations at them, different formations and different little wrinkles in the passing game that they don't know where to go. They haven't seen them, and they look confused. Their guys wide open all over the field. The short crossing man has been open. The corner man has been open. And Ricky Sanders has 2 post patterns down the middle for touchdowns that have been open.
Yep. Here's the handoff to Riggs. Counter play at 30, 35. He's out to the 40. He drives out to the 43, 44-yard line. First down. Gerald Riggs' first good run of the day.
Oh, I think he has that first. That was an important first down there. We're getting close to the chicken counting.
Now y'all going to join in, huh?
No.
Now you want to join in.
We're doing a lot of clucking right now. Oh, we're afraid.
I'm just kind of settling into the nest.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I feel an egg twitching a little.
Hey, I'm always worried until it's over. Lombardi taught me that.
Well, I mean,
Lombardi would yell at you. You didn't even have to snap the ball.
As a matter of fact, it was in Philadelphia. I got burned one time for counting a chicken before it was hatched.
Yeah.
Well, how come people are leaving down here?
It's Philadelphia fans. Here goes Riggs on the carry over the left guard spot. Breaks it across the 45. He's to the 50. Down to the Eagle 49. That'll be a gain of about 7 yards to bring up 2nd and 3. And there you go, folks. I just saw the first chicken hatch. One little chicky.
Gerald Riggs
now y'all will come around.
Oh, yeah. Mr.
That big chicken, Gerald Riggs, has 9 carries, 30 yards now.
6 minutes, 45 seconds left to play in a football game. Redskins holding on to a 20-6 lead.
Joe Gibbs over on that sideline. I'll tell you one thing right now. Nobody is more worried than Joe Gibbs. Maybe Don broke, but Gibbs is worried.
I tell you, you got to take your hats off to the job they did today. They did an outstanding job preparing this football team.
So far, keep on coaching for
Mark Rippon has done a good job today, too, playing in spite of that turned ankle and playing really very well. Up the middle, Riggs, big hole, 40. He's down to the 35, down to the 30, to the 29. I see another chicky. That's 2 little chickies.
Do you?
Big hole in that offensive line.
1st and 10 Redskins at the 30.
They were ready to throw in the tent. When they put in Jim McMahon.
Throw in the towel.
The tent, they were folding it up.
Yeah, but we didn't want to count chickens.
We're not. I'm telling you, we've been burned too many times, Mr. Jurgeman. I remember one time specifically in Dallas, Texas, when the Redskins had a 16-point lead over the Roger Staubach and the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Remember when Riggins went 57 yards for a score?
Yeah, we didn't have any chickens to count.
We counted. We started counting chickens then. We had chickens in full feather in Dallas. Yeah, we got singed.
Yeah, we got singed in Indianapolis. We got burnt.
Yeah. 5:33 to go. Here goes Riggs right. Bounces off of one blocker and gets forward to about another yard. So give him 2 yards on the carry to set up 2nd and 8.
Use a lot of clock. That's what the Redskins are doing. They're playing Redskin football right now, as Joe Gibbs likes to play it.
I think they've played it all day.
Yeah, just put it on the ground. He likes to run it now.
Now, here's one day where the myth does not hold. The myth factor isn't here. The myth being that the teams that run best usually win. Well, the myth about that is that the teams who have the lead usually win, and they run the ball in order to run out the clock. Today, the Redskins have run the ball very effectively from the opening.
104 yards rushing against the league's #1 defensive front, the Philadelphia Eagles.
Run enough to help the passing game is all they've been able to do, and that's enough.
Oh, they tried the little run this time on the deep delay, and Gerald Riggs gets smothered back at the 36. That'll set up 3rd down and 16.
Boy.
Reggie White still playing, isn't he?
Yeah, he plays. He is some kind of football.
The important thing is the clock is moving.
3rd down, 13.
Ernest Biner's coming in. Don Warren is coming in.
I would throw the ball. If Ernest Biner is open, I would get the ball to him somehow. Either Ernest Biner or Art Monk. 2 sure hands on his football team. And use as much clock as you can.
Last year, the Philadelphia Eagles lost to the Los Angeles Rams here, 21-7. They're losing to the Washington Redskins this year, 20-6.
Yep.
4 minutes to go as Rippon drops back to pass. On 3rd down, sets up the screen near side to Biner and gets smothered at the 40-yard line. 2 guys did a good job. The linebackers, Jesse Small and Byron Evans.
That's okay. The clock is moving still. Are they going to call timeout?
No, they'll let it run down, take a penalty.
Oh, but why wouldn't the Eagles call a timeout?
Well, Sonny, they're not,
Oh, because they've hatched it?
It's too many chickens hatching. It's too noisy. The refs can't hear them.
They want to save it.
We're counting our chickens, folks, and they're hatching.
Well, the Redskins there's 18 seconds to go on the play clock, and if the Eagles do not call timeout, the Redskins will take the penalty. And the Redskins special team just stand there looking at the Eagles, say, hey, aren't you guys going to call timeout?
Now they're getting set.
Well, the Redskins are not going to snap the ball. I wouldn't snap the ball. They're not.
12, 11.
Take the penalty, then punt it away. Ooh, that took a lot of time off that clock. 3:11 to go off that chicken clock, and the Redskins leading the Eagles 20-6.
Chicken clock?
The clock is beginning to look like a chicken.
5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
We're seeing chickens everywhere, aren't we?
Yep. Kelly Goodburn in to punt again. Boy, he's punted a lot today. I mean, normally he doesn't have to punt this much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Was 7 punts, 8 punts. This is the 8th punt for Kelly Goodburn.
Rod Harris is back for the pooch. He'll call for the fair catch at the 12-yard line and make it. So the Eagles at their own 12 with 3:09 left to go and 14 points to make up and force overtime.
Hard to do, but not impossible, Frank.
Look, Eagles come out 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Time running out in this football game. Randall Cunningham and the shotgun's got to do something. Hasn't been able to today. He's back to pass from inside his 5. The Eagles throw it out of the left flat to the 20. Caught out there and still inbounds at the 22-yard line is Thomas Sanders.
And Tim Johnson again applying the pressure. He's hitting Cunningham just as he delivered the ball.
Well, he's had some kind of day playing for Eric Williams, who's out hurt on the injured reserve list.
Cunningham on the little draw, hands
play
to Sanders. It's grabbed by Jumpy Gathers and pulled down. He's got the 1st down at the 25. Fans boo.
I can't believe that call. That was a terrible call there. You're 14 points down. You run a draw play.
Nobody said that this was a well-coached team, have they?
No, not yet.
Cunningham is back, sets up, being rushed, forced out of the pocket to the near side 20. He's on the run to the 30, to the 35, to the 40, to the 45, and out of bounds at the 47.
Monty Coleman, old Monty, ran him down from behind, had a little bit of an angle.
All rights to this broadcast today are reserved, and any rebroadcast, recording, retransmission, or any other use of this broadcast without the express written permission of the Washington Redskins and WMAL is prohibited. Don't do it. Don't try it. Don't even think it.
You sound like Rush
why
Limbaugh,
would you?
You sound exactly like Rush Limbaugh.
Yep. Another chicken just hatched.
Yeah. Randall Cunningham now 6 carries, 78 yards.
We're counting them, and we're up to 11.
yeah.
We're up to 11.
Y'all will get there.
We'll get there.
I've been in the roost a long time.
Cunningham back sets. delivers it to Sanders out of the backfield. It's the 48 of the Redskins. Monty Coleman says he stole the ball away. The officials ain't going to buy it. The only pass he's been able to complete, it seems like, is the one to Sanders.
It's a good hit by Monty Coleman. Good heads-up play. Keeps the ball in play, and the clock now running.
Again, the hurry-up. Again, the shotgun.
No, 2 minutes. 2 minutes got him.
Couldn't get the play off before the 2 minutes. That'll get the Boo Birds out for sure. Wonder if Buddy will leave early.
We're not ready.
Is he terrible?
You think, is that your assessment? They came in unprepared?
I do. They were very loose. And I think,
I think
they took their
overconfident.
week down, and yes, they were more concerned, just like you said, Frank, before the game you were talking about. The only thing they were concerned about, who they were going to play next week. They can play golf next week.
Yeah, they considered this the big game. They said the rest of the way is going to be easy. After we beat the Redskins, then it's easy.
Yeah, but they thought they were good,
They knew they were in for a physical game, but they said they're going to win it. Well, let's see. With 2 minutes left to go, they're going to have to come up with a miracle. Of course, Randall Cunningham's been known to do it, so we're going to stay interested as he drops back to pass, pumps, and then gets drilled.
Tim Johnson
drilled him. It's appropriate.
I tell you, I'm already voting for my vote. I mean,
you got it. I agree with you, Sam.
Tim Johnson is going to get the defensive player of the game.
5 sacks for the Redskins. He's got, I think, 2 of them. Back he goes to pass again.
It's Tim Johnson.
Chased by Tim Johnson. Pulled down again. He released the ball for Sanders, but it's incomplete.
I'll tell you one thing. The Eagles better draft an offensive lineman that can hold.
Third down. That was a third down play?
They can always put Collie in there. He can hold.
No, he can't.
No, he can't even hold anymore.
They can't even hold. Randall Cunningham got hurt on that play because Tim Johnson just drilled him. Minute 45 to go in this game. Redskins leading the Eagles 20-6.
The Eagles have converted 1 third down today. They've had 12 of them. They've completed 1. Now they've got 4th down. Shotgun from their own 44. Cunningham is back. Pumps once, throws a little flat pass for Byers, and he was knocked on his can and couldn't catch it.
Fred Stokes covering on the play.
That epitomizes this game. Yeah, why don't you fight? Y'all can't play.
Andre Collins and messing around with Mike Shadd a little bit.
Now Darryl Grant wants to fight.
Now Darryl Grant.
Now we get flags.
Darryl Grant gets another penalty. Another 15.
Well, they were big bullies and talking about body bags the last time the Redskins were here in their 28-14
Raw setting, personal fouls. 73 Green, 77 White. First down, Washington.
That's a useless call.
One of the things that they did, too, somebody painted in the Redskin locker room about look out for the body bags in the Redskin locker room. It's a bad saying. It's a bad saying.
You know what? I bet somebody from the Redskins painted that in there.
No way. No. It only happened in Philadelphia.
I bet you somebody from the Redskins did that.
I don't think so.
They'd do anything they can. I know a guy named Dan Riley who wouldn't be above doing that.
In a second.
Just to psych up his guys.
No question.
Here comes Riggs.
Here comes Riggs on the run over the right side. Pulled down over there after about a 1-yard gain. But, folks, it's all over here. The Eagles.
Y'all are coming around now.
He's such a front runner, Sam. How did you put up with him all those years?
It was tough.
I told y'all in the fourth quarter when the fourth quarter started. Now y'all said, no,
He's so bad that Margot has to send the 2 boys with him to Philadelphia. That's how bad he is.
Yeah.
Keep him under control.
He's the only 52-year-old man I know with 2 babysitters.
That's right.
Eric and Gunner.
Y'all are finally coming on. You saying, I think I got it wrapped up now with a minute 33. We feel safe now.
I got to admit, I feel a little more relaxed.
Oh, good, Sam.
All kinds of chickens hatched, huh?
Oh, boy.
Ooh, all at once. We just broke out in a rash.
Redskins owner Jack Kent Cook looking on in his camel-haired coat saying, yes.
Yep.
We will play another day.
Take them downtown.
We have vanquished the Eagles. Kneel down for Mark Rippon.
It's 8 out of 11 at the vet they've won.
And 0 for 3 in playoffs for Buddy Ryan.
8 out of the last 11 here.
Just think, those guys from the Eagles that left their luggage in Tampa thinking that they're going to go back down there and practice after this game.
I'm going to tell you something.
To send it.
Mark Rippon was prophetic when he said, I want to play on the road. I like playing on the road.
Well, he did good too, didn't he? Huh?
Yes, he did. He is my outstanding offensive player.
Is he?
Yes, he is.
I think he deserves it, yeah. He's had a great game.
Yes, he has.
He is 15 for 31, 207 yards, and played with a lot of heart. I don't think those stats, he had 1 interception. I don't think those stats really tell the importance of his presence on that field.
He played well. He played hurt.
There was,
courageous performance, and he made big plays when they needed him.
Amazing thing to see here now is the media horde lined up over here on the other side of the Eagles bench.
Third down, another kneel down for Mark Rippon.
There's some on the other side. They just want to see Buddy, see when Buddy leaves. They want Buddy to leave early.
Another timeout by the Eagles.
They want Buddy to leave early. That's what they want, so they can...
Well, when he starts to run for the exit, you'll hear the click of the cameras up here because there's got to be 100 of them down there.
Well, I want to tell you, there's one guy that owns this club that's not very happy with him. Do you know it?
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Is there any reason he should be?
No. Well, the reason he should be is he got the Eagles to the playoffs. They have done that.
Kelly Goodburn is into punt with 1:25 seconds left to go. Game's not over, folks. Game's not over.
And as I said earlier, this is the third playoff game that Buddy Ryan's Eagles have been beaten in. He's 0 for 3. Kelly Goodburn going
They're going to go block the punt. They've got nobody back deep to take it.
Kick it off.
And he'll get the kick away.
Yeah.
It'll land down at the 22, bounce sideways, and be grabbed by A.J. Johnson at the 21. And down there.
Y'all going in Buddy can go on in there if he likes.
Yeah, well, get the shower, Buddy.
Well, Buddy predicted 3 turnovers today.
The Redskins,
3 fumbles by Ernest Biner is what he predicted.
The Redskins were the better football team.
Yep.
They played this is the best football game they've played all year.
Yeah, I think you're right, Sonny.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
I think against a playoff team, they played an excellent football game. I think the game they played against Miami and the Saints were 2 great games, too.
This was a better football game defensively.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're playing them
toe-to-toe.
That's right.
Out of the shotgun. Cunningham is back. Standing at the 10-yard line. Got all day. He'll run with it. He's back up to the 20. Runs into the rear end of his own man. Gets chased from behind and pulled down at the 24.
See, that doesn't count as a sack, though, does it? That was...
Raven Caldwell got him. No, that was Fred Stokes.
Fred Stokes, number 60 instead of 50.
I thought it was 50.
56 seconds remaining in this game. Redskins 20, Eagles 6.
Reminder that the next playoff site for the Redskins is yet to be determined as Cunningham completes the pass to Keith Jackson out to the 35. It'll depend largely on what happens in the Bears-Saints game tomorrow. If the Bears beat the Saints, the Redskins would go to San Francisco. If the Saints beat the Bear, the Redskins will take on the Giants at the Meadowlands. Cunningham over the top, complete to Sanders at the 45. He's out to the 47, 48, 49. Pull down there for another first down with 20 seconds left to play.
Brad Edwards having a little struggle with Thomas Sanders.
Well, I think the Redskins may be doing some taunting, huh?
Hey, they have every right to.
They do. This team taunted them, beat them up, and the Redskins got revenge today.
Ernest Biner hobbling off the field on the far side with help. Time running out. Cunningham throws it deep, throws it long, looking for a prayer to be answered. It's batted away by Alvin Walton.
Yep.
Buddy Ryan is headed for the deck.
It's all over. Joe Gibbs and his staff. Magnificent job. Really, really one of the great jobs I've seen him do.
The road to Tampa Bay started in Philadelphia. The Redskins are taking the next step. They win it. They beat the Eagles 20-6. We'll talk about this Redskins win right after this message.
I got it. Oh, man, what a shot that's going to be.
There's a professional photographer in all of us, and when he appears, don't take chances with his film. Don't trust any film developer. Instead, insist on Kodalux Processing Services, because only with Kodalux Processing Services do you get the assurance of the best color density.